And we are live. Let me... do the thing. There we go. Okay, hoping my mic is fine. Please let me know if it's sounding weird again, and I will try fixing it again first. You are first, so... fair enough. Let's go, yeah. Time for, I mean, the plan is to get through the rest, basically, like, the entire rest of Star of the City today. You vote for Minesweeper Sneak, I see. Spoilers. It's just an unbegin. It's just a board of Minesweeper that's yet to begin. I'd never betray, you know, Minesweeper, my beloved. Never mind. You don't have inflation today. Don't feel. Do not worry. All I need to do is be here and chill, and that's good enough. But yeah, plan is to do both realizations remaining and basically complete everything before Star of the City, so the next game starts Star of the City proper, which will be funny. Because, I mean, like, it's pretty simple, because we just gotta do Smiling Faces, then we'll have to fight Letitia, then we'll do Hard Realization, and then we can go straight to netzach Realization, because we've already done Crying Children, we've already done all Ruina, so we can literally just go straight from Hod to netzach Realizations. So long stream today? Maybe, we'll have to see. It's not a very story-heavy stream, which means realizations don't really take as long as going through story just because of how much we stall, right? Usually the stalling when I'm actually playing the game is less, you know, frequent because I'm actually playing the game. Yeah, I didn't do any of the sort of, like, funny patch note review thing this week because I just wasn't feeling it, but the new IDs look cool. I feel like I've seen people, like, not seem that excited. I feel like I've seen a lot of people that just aren't very excited about the Ryoshu ID, but it looks really fun. Like, having both, like, you know, like a Spice Bush, you know, mass attack on skill 2, and, like, a Ting Ting Honglu, like, coin reuse on skill 3, seems really funny. Haste Poise, that is a fair enough reason to, you know, not be the most excited, but I mean, it is... Haste is cool, that's for sure. I understand not being the biggest fan of Poise just because we've gotten so much, but Haste is always an interesting side effect to get. Declared Duel and Declared Duel is good. Yeah, it's going to be the kind of thing that's not going to be great in fights them you can't actually, in like normal encounters, where you can't actually choose your target. You won't really be able to benefit most of it unless you get lucky, which is unfortunate. It's the big gripe with Declared Duel, and it applies here too. I don't know, yeah, the Ishmael... Yeah, the Ishmael is just kind of going to be outclassed. Yeah, I expected that. It's surprised neither of them are bleed, since that is kind of like partially what like the Edgar Butlers were focusing on. I guess not the most, but there's a far bit of bleed in the Canto to not have any bleed, like even like slight bleed IDs yet. I assume like... I mean, Earl King might be like part bleed. I wouldn't be surprised if Earl King is like bleed sinking or something. When we do get him in, you know, like a couple months' time. Sinks anti energy. Yeah, that makes sense instead. Yeah, it's nice against, like, bosses. Some bosses have multiple parts, and then you just need to have each of them focus on a different part. We've gotten so many bosses with only a single part lately, though, so that's been a little unfortunate, like, just in the Canto. And the idea will probably be bleed, if we do get it. Who cares about outclassing? That's also true. Outclassing doesn't necessarily mean ID is bad, right? Not everyone will have, like, Mole or, Ishmael. Especially since it's one you can only shard if you, don't have it already from the event. It's gotta be fun, exactly, yeah. Just two are more used to people who lack 3 stars. Yeah, that's also definitely a very valid complaint, but also at the same time, they're kind of supposed to be better most of the time. There are a fair bit of 2 stars that are pretty solid, though. Like, you know, how, like, half of, like, the optimal Rupture team is 2 stars just because of how good Rupture 2 stars are. Or stuff like, you know, Faust is like a great 2-star. Or what am I saying? Butler Faust is a pretty great 2-star for sinking stuff. Right? I know the Hawkma ball is, supposed to be related to the, like the GIF or in the corner. But that's a good point. We do have Golden Sapling, so the haste stuff, the actual synergy we have for, IDs that benefit for having high speed in the enemies could be relevant now thanks to Golden Sapling. Mode that requires 2 stars would be so nice. Yeah, because they used to do that with Mirror Dungeon too hard. You'd used to have to bring in at least 2, occasionally 3 if you didn't have the full Starlight rewards. My mouse is being laggy. Okay. There we go. But yeah, now that you can just bring in all 3 stars in like Mirror Dungeon 3 hard and stuff, I mean, they're not as much like a requirement. You only use it once per day, yeah. And that's the thing about it. It's a relative use though. It's something. It really should be once per like a run or something maybe. I don't know. It could help out though. Well then, the mines have been sweeped. Excellent. The traditional routine has gone through. Yeah, Golden Sapling. See, I wouldn't be surprised if Mirrodon 4 is going to actually focus on a little bit. It's more so guys for stats getting harder for each to stand out against the competition. Yeah. Once per battle? I think once per battle could be... But Mirrodon 4 focusing on Golden Saplings could be cool. If you got, EO gifts that focused on or something. The issue with, stuff that focuses on Golden Saplings is the fact that not everyone will have it, right? Can you make a thing you send can be spices to charge Yoshi versus Warp Shoe? Yeah. I think we kind of just need more main status effects, and I think we will get more eventually. That's fine. More IDs that aren't, like, reliant on status. More gimmicks in general. Like, I think the middle IDs are a great example of IDs that don't rely on their status effect, instead being Envy, which is something different entirely. More Sin Affinity related stuff could be cool, although that is just kind of, like, a step away from being, status effect focused, right? Give us Smoke, true. Smoke would work so well here. Like, I could go on about how good Smoke would be in Limbus, because, a 50% damage to dealt and taken, like, works a lot better here. It's a lot less, busted. It would work a lot better in Limbus than it does in Ruin. And Ruin was just kind of stupidly busted, but in Limbus they could definitely make it work, as long as they don't make, too much focus into, like, the charge type thing, if you just gotta stack numbers. So I agree because you don't have to save for IDs because they're just really fun generic rules any team could use. Yeah, exactly. And another big issue with that, fusion gifts requiring you to have, like, specifically IDs of that status effect, otherwise you just straight up can't get their super strong effects. Really annoying. It means you can't, like, kind of partially spec into status effects and get, like, the same level. I know that's the trade-off, but I don't know. Smiling Faces Dawn would be cool. I'd love to see Smiling Faces, especially since they do seem to be a pretty large syndicate, based on the fact they also, show up in Distortion Detective. Encourage teams you build around the fight, then around a status. Noted in Camp 6, you build for the fight. Yeah. I agree. It's also why it's really nice that it's showing us damage types that we want before fights now in the main Kanto, so you can kind of build around that if you want. Although I still just kind of build around the relative status effect for main story stuff. I build around the new IDs, usually. That's the main thing, right? Or, Suncliff for most of Kanto 6, since he's funny. Definitely a lot of potential. I really like the idea of having, like, an anti-resonance-based, faction. Like, a faction that benefits, like, the lower the max resonance is. Like, if you got 6 attacks at different, like, Sin Affinities, that's when they get strongest. Would be perfect for Ring. But also, the sinking team, why does people insult DHE Hong Lu? Because he doesn't build up sinking very much. His skill 1 is count neutral, his skill 3 is count positive, or assuming you get heads on the skill 1 stuff. However, he just doesn't inflict potency barely at all. Really strong unit, he's just not good for actually applying sinking. But he works well with the team. If you're reading, like, Mirror Dungeons or something, then you definitely could. You could definitely use him a lot, because he works really well with, like, Midwinter Nightmare with the skill 1 and stuff. But in main story for sinking stuff, he doesn't help the string. He's very strong. I absolutely agree. I love using him, but he doesn't matter too much for the actual sinking part of the thing, right? He's very good for just strong teams, and decent for singing. He's good for, like, bursting singing on the target, but he doesn't build it up, right? That's how I look at it. At least I ran him on my singing teams most of the time just because he's my favorite ID. Hello, Pot. Gentlemen. True indeed. I need to figure out more things to do with the Discord server. Like, I think I mentioned in the chat, but yeah. Definitely need to set up, like, some sort of role selection thing so people can choose, like, role colors and stuff, because that's always funny. Set up, you know, stream notifications. Also could be funny. Minesweeper speed runs true. God, if you've ever seen a Minesweeper speedrun, they're so insane, because people go through it super fast. Some people, like, that's what I aspire to be one day, like, the super speedrunny people for Minesweeper. Limps who can beat me in 3 hard with the worst possible team. I mean, surely, like, what's the worst possible team? Probably just, like, base Faust? Base Yisong? Or probably base Faust with no egos beyond default or something, right? I feel like it's hard to argue for a worse team than that, because representation made are good as it is. I mean, that is a mass attack, though. But, like, Yisong, I mean, Kurosaki doesn't help you that much. Maybe base Yisong, then, honestly. He can't even fund a Kurosaki on his own. Just solo mirrored in 3 hard with base Yisong, and that's probably the worst thing. Like, with the right ego gifts, you could do it. You can do basically anything the right ego gifts, you know. Won't be able to hear for the first hour, but, you know, good luck. Thank you, Melon. Very nice. Yeah, it should be good. Hard realization is, like, the hardest of, like, the first 4, but I don't think it should be too bad. I've kind of got some pretty homeless teams built, but I think it'll be funny. Those can do solos, you can definitely do it with 6 bad sinners. No, we're talking about soloing with a bad sinner. We're talking about, like, soloing with base Yisong, with no egos beyond his base one. Because that's the worst possible team. I don't know. Has someone soloed with base Yisong? I mean, it probably is using egos if so. Base Yisong solo. Base Yisong mirrored under 2 solo. Mirrored into 2 hard solo. Yeah, that's pretty awful. But it's definitely doable. It's probably very ego dependent. Yeah, there's... Yeah. Yeah, there's like a representation meter. Sloshmill, no egos. You can't choose Sloshmill, because Sloshmill actually functions better than Yisong, probably because she can actually take damage. Base Yisong cannot base damage. It's very ill inside, I couldn't turn the stream. The sphere dreams were not fun. Oof. Bad to hear. How good thing you're feeling better, though. I think the thing about a lot of the really bad ideas is, as bad as they are, the base ones are also very bad. But Sloshmill, I noticed like the bit with Sloshmill that she's very bad, and she is very bad, but her big upside works well in Mirrodon, because if she can stall a couple of turns to actually gain skill slots, then she can do something. Base Ryoshu is the best. Oh yeah. Base Ryoshu, and base Otis, and base Heathcliff too, I guess. Those are like the good base IDs. Some of the other ones can be decent too, but like those are the ones that actually can function fairly alright. Yeah, base Ryoshu I actually used for like a fair bit. It took me a while to get a Ryoshu ID when I started the game. Base Hong Lu is the best. Base Hong Lu is also pretty good, that's true. Ryoshu is the best. Basically, you have up type 4, level 45. Incredible. I'm losing consistency of using only base IDs, maybe in terms of which it's the most valuable. In a normal team, it's not him. Yeah. Because based on Lu, he's got like the whole skill... He's got like the skill 3 gaining a bunch of power if you didn't get hit previous turn, right? Similar to LCR Faust. Which is pretty good. He can do a lot of damage as skill 3. You can roll pretty high with it. And base Otis having like a pretty solid 3-coin skill 1. Also definitely very notable. Why can we add oh no. That's a good question. What are base default what are the base permissions in why is that a default setting, huh? Okay, I need to check through these permissions. That's very interesting. I'm so why does Discord have that turned on by default? I guess it's because like most Discord servers is like a group of friends or stuff, but like still. That is a little bit interesting. Gotta make sure there's nothing else like they create events, so that sounds like a questionable idea. Make sure you just get to add stickers. God. Alright. Well. You can also emojis. I mean, yeah, that is a no. If you, I hope you guys like the emojis we have though. Take a look at we've got 3 emojis so far, and they all go pretty hard. I think. The last one's Gregor. So wholesome. I'll add more emojis in the future, I'm sure. These are just random things I already had downloaded. Unity's quality even lower, that's fair. It's a little too high quality. But yeah, enough stalling. We should get into this. I'm pretty sure your teacher started calling you Kevin every single cell your brain activity, yeah. As it should. I've got some pretty homeless stuff built on these floors. I guess we'll get to that when the time comes, but I've got some pretty unique ideas. But for now, we've got a normal thing to do. We're gonna just roll with Yasod's floor. It's unchanged from last time, I think. It should be good. We have to use the Yasod egos and stuff there, so that'll be funny. Eugen's She Association, but yeah, smiling faces time. I'm gonna give your teacher the port, the Ruina port when it releases. Incredible. Yeah, that's like a week away, isn't it? I guess it's like a week and a half away or something. Is it ending next week, I presume? I think so, that's cool. My physical copy is gonna take a little longer to arrive, but that's still fine. Now, friends, don't get too excited. You're rushing it. My poor friend is about to faint from crying, see? Thelma. Oh, Thelma, you pitiful friend. You'd better hold your tears in, though. Time, but you saw people doing a goodbye run to Mirrodin to 3. It's probably got like 2 weeks to live. Not gonna sugarcoat it. Maybe a week, actually. You can go all Starlight buffs. Yeah, it's a lot of grind, so that's fine. The real fun hasn't even begun yet. Ho ho ho, the spicy smoke from your wee pipe ought to dull your pain, eh? Ain't this just one scaredy little fellow weighing me pal? Trying to go somewhere between, like, French, Irish, and, like, Mr. Krabs, and it's not landing at all. Sure is, sure is. Hold on. I only flicked about, what, 1,347 slices so far. Now let's see here. Blue fella, how many slices did you want again? Thelma may be a dear friend of mine, but breaking promises is a serious crime, so... How about 10,000 slices? A bald female representation. Yeah, you could call it bald. I guess that there is no hair, so I guess, yeah, that is bald, even if it's just a light bulb head. Give them is more Scottish. It's somewhere, it's like a mixture of several things. Like, there's some Scottish stuff, there's some, like, Australian stuff. It's because, like, the thing is, the original thing is, it's like, they're originally, like, a Korean accent that's kind of a more, like, I forget exactly where it is. I'm not an expert in Korean, like, regions and stuff, but, like, it's like a Korean accent that, like, the translator decided, like, what if we make it, like, a weird mixture of, like, Australian, Scottish, and that sort of thing, right? So, yeah, it's hard to say what exactly. Alrighty, leave it to me, chap. Doing DH game Mirror Dungeon run is fun. Yeah, DH game is great for Mirror Dungeons. You know, the fact that two of them are tanks and the other one is super good for damage, and they all really want multiple skill slots makes running just the three of them work well. Oh, buggery do. Me, you greedy old lass. You can't just eat all the slices off the plate. When it was first released and did it come with the animated opening? I'm fairly certain it did, yeah. Which is why the animated opening is super irrelevant to a lot of the game itself. Like how you got, you know, like Callow, which one is it? Which of the Brotherhood is it? I forget which one is. A member of the Brotherhood of Iron and Philip just playing poker. And none of them, like, look correct. Like, the animation, the opening was made before, you know, the game first launched, so yeah. That's also why, like, near the end of the Strength of the Oxy, you can see, like, the first, like, few floors, and then it just cuts to, yeah, just yellow, then red, then blue, then black, then gray, just because they didn't have the actual floor designs for anything past Isaiah yet. So they just used, like, blank colors for it. It's something that super bothers me. I'd really like if there was, like, a re-edit of it where they actually just added the floors, but oh well. Sick animation. It's very accurate to, like, symbolic of the final game. But yeah, it's a very good. I like Strength of the Ocracy a lot. This is not me dissing it, but yeah, you can definitely tell it was made a while before, you know, some of the specifics of the game were prepared. It's good for the overall theme and stuff, like how, you know, one of the, like, the book in the opening is just uh sorry, I don't know who this is. Someone of my friends was, I don't know. I think it was a random person. Um, just messaged me on Steam just saying you must suffer and then keyboard spam. And then there's an image of, like, a Ruina sprite. I want to say it's a Homestuck. I don't know for sure. I don't know. That caught me off guard so much. I don't even know who this is. And, like, it's just, it's like they brought, like, the Homestuck face. I've never read Homestuck, but I think it's like one of those. I don't know. That caught me super off guard. What was I saying? Yeah, Strength DX, yeah, it's good. And, you know, seeing, you know, the silhouettes of the entire ensemble, that's pretty cool. They reused that same joke for, you know, the opening for Olympus by showing, like, the silhouettes and stuff of both, you know, the Herman group and Demian group. Crikey, you're gonna pop me eardrums. We're eating them anyway, so why not have some now, hmm? Okay, great. Now Vacant messaged me. Oh, Vacant messaged me saying your pizza roll's done, bro. And he has sent me a Steam happy. Thank you. Now, there's still plenty more for all of us, so don't fight over some bitty meat. I gotta try and flake enough to feed all of us full. Thelma, don't give me such a look. You know the terms of our deal. Yeah, Vacant's the moderator specifically because he's put in charge of managing the timer of the pizza rolls. You were handling all the tasks so well, you can't just fail me in the end. Blue fella, looks like this fella has something to say already. Do you pull the gag out of his mouth? Sure, please do. Reverb, you crazy son of a... Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who gave me an impossible task in the first place. It was your choice to only employ Section 2 of the Sovereign Branch for this, Thelma. You could have had Section 1 deal with some of them. Little Miss Prideful Thelma tried pulling a shabby scheme to get rid of Section 2 so he could keep his seat, and now he's failed to keep his promise with me. Is he breaking his house and kidnapping or something? Probably. I don't know. They're just in a random place in the back streets. I assume they just, like, smiling faces were just hired to, like, kidnap him and just drag Thelma out, you know, the back streets. Because, like, Thelma has no idea where he is, like, when it gets to, you know, the part where they're like, oh, well, you're in the back streets and it's almost time for midnight. Or not midnight exactly, but, you know, it is midnight in the back streets. Which isn't actually midnight, it's, you know, a little later, but yeah. But you gave me the hint to use them. Ahoy, mateys. Who's Thelma? He's like the section director. He's the branch manager of She Association. He's the guy who kept on sending, Eugen and gang to, basically like kill themselves doing so many tasks. I never said it was a must, though, now did I? Imagine a director has to be harder to kidnap. You'd think so, but Thelma also seems super, like... he doesn't seem very competent, so I feel like it would be pretty easy to kidnap him. I don't know. All I asked for was you to take care of the things on the list within the period I set. And you agreed to it. Cunning, if you kill me, the branch manager, then Section 1 of my brains will be after you, and GHQ too. Don't remember Eugene was cooler. Fair enough. Thelma actually does not have a face. He's very unique in that he speaks, but he doesn't have any sprite. He doesn't have any face or anything. I think the most popular fan interpretation of Thelma is just some random sheep person with like a paper bag over his head, because that's the best we know. My face would be Poisonides if they were in Limbus. Yeah, I guess so. I wish they'd be Smoke, though. Smoke would work so well. Make Smoke, like, unique poise, or just make it his own thing. And that would be wholesome, but oh well. Even Hunt is going to make a move. Smoke being unique poise that also just makes you take more damage, or unless you have the passives, would make sense. But its own status would also make a lot of sense. So, please! It'd be 2 bosses in Ruina. Flat damage buff is insane. Here's the thing, though. Flat damage buffs are far more common in Limbus, right? Because, like, stuff like Fragiles and damage ups are flat damage ups, right? Smoke would just be something on top of that. And it'd probably be additive instead of multiplicated. So I think just because of the numbers work in Limbus, it wouldn't be nearly as busted. I think it would work out. Please give me another chance. Burn better than Poise. You're a day 1 Poise hater. I like Burn a lot. I mean, I agree. I like Burn more than Poise, but Poise is definitely statistically more beneficial because it's super stupid. But yeah, fair enough having your preferences. Fusions, you remember constantly seeing that one node in Kanto 6 you didn't clear EX on? Assumably Nelly. Kirkland and I told you what Endless Nightmares feels like. Unfortunate. Poise is boring. It can be. I think some ideas that manage Poise well can be really interesting. I think Captain, or Pirate Gregor, I mean, I don't call them Captain Gregor making it. No, Pirate Gregor, is a good example of a very fun poison, because you need to kind of make sure you maintain it. You've got other stuff to maintain, because you also got to maintain the doubloons. It works well. It is a very boring status effect a lot of the time, but so is, like, anything with ego gifts for it. Thelma, you can't just bring yourself to say sorry for breaking your promise till the very end. Oh, wow, it's just a crit. It is funny, though, because you can definitely tell, like, the hate for Poise is... It's, like, definitely a thing where, like, Charge became super hated. Now Poise is going to become super hated. I wouldn't be surprised Sinking is going to be super hated at the end of the season. Hopefully not, though. But it's going to be a cycle, though. We're going to get so many good ideas that they're just going to feel super strong and just be annoying to use. Not that it's necessarily, like... I'm not definitely, like, blaming you for disliking Poise. But it's definitely going to just keep on happening. The Endless now. And, maybe in a couple seasons' time, they'll bring Charge back and everyone will be like, oh yeah, we love Charge now. That's the goal. Hook kind of have a bit of bubbling scene hatred, busted. Yeah, Deluge, Rhyme Shank, it definitely could already be hated. Remind me where we are, friends. It's the Backstreets Eye of, District 23, is it? Whoa, really? Don't this poor old lad realize it's nighttime? I should have leaned in Mr. Krabs. Of course he wouldn't. His eyes are covered in tighty lights. Saying Team Curbs wants every single boss fight in this chapter. Yeah, that's also true. There's so many sanity fights that it just works super well. Aye, aye. The night in the back streets. I breathe. Hello, Leah. Bingo, bingo. No one will ever know where or how you died and who killed you. You'll just slowly melt away from the city. Right? Million actually not happen in the nest. But I don't think it does. Doesn't matter how it's called Night in the Backstreets. It makes sense. It also doesn't take place in, like, residential districts of Backstreet. It's everyone in Backstreet except the residential districts, right? So people got to be, like, at their homes and, you know, to be safe. I'm certain you will, Sir Agalia. This is the only line Eileen says in the entire cutscene, right? I'm pretty certain. Gregor V is the Mr. Krabs and Korean dub, yep. Okay then, let's proceed with it, friends. I'm sorry! I'm so sorry, sir! I'm terribly sorry! I'm sorry for breaking our promise! Yeah, I'm doing like a laundry syndicate rather than sweepers. Yeah, it's not like a widespread thing in the nest if it does happen. Sweepers are basically just only deployed in the back streets. I do wonder what, like, something like... I mean, there were sweepers just kind of, like, casually in Nestella, right? So maybe, like, a Fallen Wing sweepers can get around. They can just do whatever they want in there. But I don't know if it's necessarily only during night then. They might just do whatever whenever his district's fallen. Or Wing's fallen. Sweeper IDs, maybe one day. Would be funny. I hope if we do get something like a sweeper ID... If we ever get IDs that are super focused on healing themselves, I also hope they've got a way to, like, actually benefit themselves from, like, getting damaged. Right? That's a big issue with something like G-Corp Gregor, because, you know, he's self-healing and stuff, but, like, you rarely ever need it, because either he takes too much damage, gets staggered, and he won't be able to heal himself, or, like, he barely's taken damage at all, you know? It's kind of a hard middle ground to manage, I'm sure. What do you miss last stream? Not much. We did Yasod Realization, we did Warp. That's about it. What do we doodly do, blue fella? Do we cut it short here? Such as a detention Limbus, really. Yeah. So many on-hit effects. I think they were better about it in Kanto 6, but so. Helma. Yes, Argalia, it's all my fault. I swear. Stalling, that's true, you know. Stalling for a significant amount of time. That's all we ever do on stream after all. I swear that I'll never try to pull any cheap schemes. Second Amendment rights realization, you mean? Yep, exactly. Gun. It was actually really funny though, because we messed up, like, did a bad clash and accident against a funeral. So we went into Magic Bullet with only 2 people alive, and one of them died. So it was basically a Sod solo at the end. And I'll never break promises with you ever again. Thelma. I'm about to shed a tear. There's no way I'd actually spare you for making a sincere apology. I knew you weren't the brightest friend in the supposed shed, but I didn't think you'd be this slow. Still, I'll take your apology to heart. Now, time to put your gags back on, buddy. Say, He's not going to be very nice about this. I hate you so much! Don't make such a sad face, lad. We gotta have more smiles and laughter in our lives. Your privilege makes stickers. It has been dealt with. You know, funny as it is, best not. If you have ideas for funny stickers and stuff, you can just send them into the suggestions channel, though, and, you know, I'll decide whether it's worth it or not. What'll we do next, fella? As soon as you're done with him, head to the library. I'll leave the invitation here. And take good care of Thelma. He was my old friend, all in all. You come back to the library, she'll get great news that Thelma's dead. That is true. Thelma's one of the few people that actually die in this game, since, you know, he doesn't even get to go to the library. He just gets killed off screen. I mean, I guess he is being killed on screen, but, like, it's hard to describe this as being killed on screen when he's not even here, right? Stalling idea would be low stagger threshold or some reliable way to lower their stagger threshold. Yeah, like Mariachi. No, it's not. That's not a very reliable way. So regarding a band channel in your Discord, no, but you could suggest it, and I will ignore the suggestion entirely. Now then, Eileen, shall we go meet some other friends? Of course, sir. He's killed behind the screen. Yeah, that's a good thing. He's like right behind where like the. I'd like to imagine that like Roland and Angela seeing this, he's probably like right out of view for them too, right? Like just completely commit to the bit, like they just straight up never see Thelma. He's totally won over the hearts of the leader of Church of Gears, huh? That absolute madman. He's a fixer and he's got a distortion. Even the smiling face is on his leash. Being a color must mean having immense power, is that right? Mm-hmm. Colors are exceptionally skilled fixers, even among grade 1. An association assigns a unique color to each of them. Assigned a color. They're the best fixers in the city, basically. God, I've got the hiccups right now. Hopefully that's fine. Their pay is way up there, too. I suppose the blue reverberation was assigned the color blue. He sure was. Good call. Is he as strong as the red mist? Well, in terms of sheer power, the red mist in her prime is probably above him. Actually. But there's a whole lot of fields of fixer activity, and the situations can differ for each case, so it's hard to make a fair one-on-one comparison. Bluefell seems important. Wonder if we'll see him again? No, probably not. Where do you ought to be seeing him again? Probably low, right? For example, the red mist like to work alone, but the blue reverb is leading an urban nightmare-class syndicate, as you can see there. Could we get the blue reverberations book if we ever happen to need it? Maybe, if we try by any means. The city would be much better off without that maniac, too. Oh, would you look at that? This place sure is a whole other world. You know, I got ran smiling faces. He doesn't run it. He's just got them under his control. He doesn't like actually run it. There's something that exists. It has existed probably before Argalia's like had their grips on, and they're going to exist after Argalia. They're more like widely. There's a random syndicate in the city that Argalia's managed to bribe somehow. We don't know how, but just through some persuasion methods or something, he's managed to get at least like a faction of them under his like control. Don't get lost in it now. You gotta keep your toes in a tiger's den. Ah, about time the director showed up. Greetings, dear guests. Nice to meet you, lassie. Say, you have the book of an old pal named Eugen here, eh? We do indeed. Whoa, really? Guess there really is. Blue fella really is a scary one. Sure is. Everything's going as he said. So yeah, they're up to like a local thing. Smiling faces are pretty large. I mean, it makes sense because we're smiling faces, because it's based off of, like, a Korean, like, tradition, right? Like, a Korean traditional festival with masks or something. I looked into it at one point, I don't remember the specifics, because that's also what Soothe the Dead. I almost called it Smoke the Dead. No, Soothe the Dead is based off of those little masks. May you find your book in this place. And the different masks, like, each mask has a different, like, meaning to it. Like, different, like, castes, you could say. Like, different, like, ranks in society to have different masks. And I think, like, the one for Soothe the Dead is slightly different from the Smiling Faces grunts. I don't know. But yeah, smoke time. Smoke is strong. So how we get to see him after? Yeah, we know how he functioned. See, we know how he was, but we never got to actually properly see him. Okay, and we do have heavy peaks to attempt to deal with deep drag, so that's something. Although I guess then we won't be able to clash to that. We might just block that then. Yeah, you can like rewind there, sure, that'll work. You get some charge, get your page draw going then. Why don't you? Merceau X converted to Earl King X like him. Yeah, that's also just because it's the Merceau ID. IDs don't always ask to one-to-one to the person they're based off, and, you know, Merceau is especially, you know, a big, you know, contender for someone who acts differently from the person he's based off of. I feel like Isabel, we never see him in the screen technically. That's true. Isabel, we at least saw the corpse. Yeah. Not enough to, you know, make out, like, anything about her, but we did see the corpse, to a degree. This looks good. Get a bunch of clashes going. Get our emotion level up. You know how it goes. That was an evade first. I kind of forgot about that, so that wasn't really the smartest move. I thought it was a block first because I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. Nice some combat. I mean, it took like 20 minutes to get into the combat in this stream. That's honestly not too bad, given, you know, our pace sometimes. You lost the senses. We could ripple that, probably. Need to build up charge. Actually, no, we can't ripple that, can we? Because it's a 6 speed. We cannot redirect, like, anything this turn. That is very unfortunate. You know, all of it's going for this skill slot. Alright. You're gonna... Okay, we'll just ignore you this turn, then. That's fine. It's been 30 minutes, actually. Well, the stream started properly, like, 25 minutes ago, right? The first, like, 15 minutes of the stream don't really count, because that's just doing nothing, because we're waiting for people to roll in, right? Front is angry, her finger band to canter 12. Middle and thumb. Yeah, middle thumb. Ring probably is angry at us, or at least, you know, the faction is, you know, that we're part of Ufi. Like, that's 4, that's 3 already. To some degree. I don't know how much the ring is after us. We don't know how much the thumb's after us. The middle is fairly after us. If your first 15 minutes is just discussion, it's the first 15 minutes is dedicated to Minesweeper, right? That's the important thing. I will try Dimensional Rift, I suppose. You can't ripple. You can leap. Then you're not actually gonna clash this guy though. You'll let someone else, because someone else needs to clash this. You could benefit from getting the. Here. Sounds good. And then we'll hit a bunch of these guys, but we won't be able to redirect them, very unfortunately. Double Silent Knight, I suppose. Sure thing. Under extra ring switch of red keys is gonna keys all over them. True. Yeah, thumb and middle is more so. Ring, it's definitely to a lesser degree. I'm curious how much the thumb cares, though. Definitely gonna be interesting. I was kind of expecting them to show up at least relatively more. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna... They honestly might just be the culprits of the first mid-chapter. If it's gonna be a murder mystery, there being, you know, like, the Mafia involved would make a lot of sense. Worker passive definition funny. They are. We love gambling. You've got a lot of smoke on self now. Not very fun, but that's fine. Okay, we can ignore you this turn since you're just blocking. We can actually heavy peeks one of these now. That's cool. We didn't kill Jun. No, we didn't. Ongdu just, you know, knocked him out. Okay, we can ripple you, and we'll also just Dimensional Rift, do some damage. And you're going to hit the guy that's defending a little bit, because you should be able to just hit through it. Yeah, something like that. Looks good. Nice. Oh, we just barely beat that. That was close. The one strength we got from red notes, or one of the random things we have that buffs, actually mattered there, which is funny. Besides, those syndicates, they don't really care too much when their actual, like, lower level people are killed. No violence, unfortunate. The monolith. Oh yeah, that's also true. We did steal the monolith. They're definitely not happy about that, because Jin was going to try and transfer that to other thumb people, I'm sure. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in killing time. Would be cool. Although it also would make sense to see, you know, T-Corp stuff there, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see them in the warp thing. Maybe we'll never see them again. You know, maybe them will never be relevant. I hope we see them soon, though, and I don't really think they'll never be relevant. If someone has a stat summon, this doesn't count, right? No. Didn't think so, because it can be positive. I'll take this, why not? Cavity saw, there's only one person to actually clash against this turn, and Papa Blockade is our only option on them. Cool. Oh, there it is. We just left Kim there. Okay, you're gonna get that kill, even if it takes you to use 2 mannequins that are very unnecessary. You can get that kill. And then you should be able to pretty easily get this kill, whether or not we do something super strong. We'll do something like that, though. Should be good. Yeah, of course, rest slash kills. Not really a shocker there. The mannequin kills. Still can't believe Admiral Page like Dark Flame exists in this game. Dark Flame is so interesting. There's not really a better way to put it than just to call it really interesting, because it is very, very interesting. Why would they make this? Like, you know, especially when something like Black Silence fighting is insanely invalidated by it, right? It's just so stupid. We love it. There we go. Eating the first wave, we'll be able to get the ego pages soon, although I don't want to do it too fast because I'm going to want to do it fairly fast. We're going to want to kill this guy immediately for the bit. Justin's bench stand, that's fine. We only have 4 real ammo IDs. Yeah, even then, like, I think things like calling that because we got 5 ammo IDs technically. Magic Bolt Oda doesn't count because she's not even using ammo. Pirate Gregor and LCCB Ryoshu don't even run out of ammo. You know, they need to use 7 skill 3s in a single fight to run out. So it's really a Rabbit Heathcliff and LCCB Ishmael, which are pretty solid IDs, that's for sure. Rabbit Heathcliff being stupid, and LCCB Ishmael being potentially stupid, especially if Ishmael ever gets a haste ego, but we'll see on that. Yeah, how funny. Okay, we can't clash that, Deep Drag. We will save Heavy Peaks to potentially beat a Deep Drag at some point. You gotta just defend against that. You don't have anything with the block first, though, so I guess you'll just... And what's the plan here? I guess we Dimensional Rift to gain the charge, and then this other attack you can leave to get your draw going. I'll go to Silent Night that, Silent Night that, Silent Night. We can't really Silent Night either of those. Makes sense, then we'll try that or something. We might probably just redirect that. Smoking Pipe, fine. Extract Fueling that, yeah. Just one of these things like that, yeah. And then you can... Tendon cords, and that's everything redirected, so we'll also have you just, like, red notes the guy in the back. Cool. When we find a double realization once in, we should be able to manage it, unless we have, you know, a lot of issues. I've also basically built most of the floors already that we, you know, need. And we'll only have to do 1 reception and 1 abno, and then we'll just do both realizations back to back because of how things are turning out, so... Could work. Okay, there's Chained Wrath. That is funny. Especially if we get Solomon. Okay, we're killing the guy in the back. I don't like you. Okay, we can Dimensional Rift you, because then we might be able to get a decent rip space off. It won't be max, but it'll be close enough to probably be fine, right? Probably. Okay, you're being attacked a little bit, so you can clash one of those with like a gig. I can't redirect that, that's fine. You can repress flesh that then, also just gig that guy. Lament. True. And you can like mannequin this and I guess Puppet Blockade the Smoking Pipe? Sure. You can just go for some random stuff. Cool. Yeah, I just ignored this guy because Solomon very obviously just annihilates him. We don't care about getting his book, so I'm fine just killing him. Very silly. Nice. Staggered Wing. Lament about it. True. Sure, I don't know if you're going to be a full light very often, but we'll take it. And we can take, you know, regret here too if we also want to kill someone like that. You're full light this turn, so we could just have you just kill. Are you being attacked? Well, you aren't, so you can't clash. We'll have you regret, like, this guy, I guess. Should be overkill. Ripple that. Dimension rift that. Just, like, leap that somewhere in the middle. That won't work. You wouldn't have enough charge at that point if we do it like that. You might. It's kind of random. That's fine. We'll roll with it then. And we do a little bit of that, and should be good. Ruina Rift Space is kind of underwhelming. I wouldn't say so. It's pretty strong, too. But buff base IDs or base egos. Yeah, base IDs definitely need the buff a lot more. Base egos are really strong. A lot of them are. Definitely not something to underestimate. Great Stream is your base ID gets a new up there and they get revamped. I wish that so much. I wish that Sins can't do 4. I really wish, like, at least they deserve a background and nothing else. Because the base egos just happen, like... I'm thinking... Base egos, like, having just random colors for backgrounds instead of anything just bothers me so much. Any Kane Office card is better than Rip Space. Yeah. Kane Office also comes, you know, a chapter later. I wonder why that is, but yeah. That's how Ruin is a lot of times. Stuff at this level isn't meant to be used into the end game. You know, as unfortunate as that is, also very unfortunate that you are not going to get to live. What a shame. Sure, you want to rip... You know what? We'll gamble. It's not a very worthwhile gamble at all, but it's a funny gamble, so I'll roll with it. Yeah, that just kills, of course. Darn. We didn't win. Unnerf representation of Trappist Mathos. I'm gonna be honest, I barely used either of those egos before or after their nerfs. I used to pass them as a fair bit, but just because it was solid. I don't know. Doesn't matter too much. I'd rather they unnerf body stack. Oh, NUI. Yeah, NUI was very strong. Once again, I never used representation emitter, so I didn't use it too much. I think most of the nerfs, I think, are fair enough. I wish they didn't nerf body sack, though, because it was really funny, especially against Baba Yaga. Being able to stack stupid amounts of strength up would be cool. Representation is still good. That's the thing. All the base egos are still good because they are cheap clashing. Barring, you know, like, Branch of Knowledge, and also Sangre de Sancho ruins my life so often, so I don't trust it. Rolls tails too often. Just what could that blue cigarette be looking for so badly? Any guesses? There's just way too many off the top of my head. That crazed pervert cannon will go beyond anyone's expectations. But you're either buff Soda Hong or Susan Claire. Soda Hong Luke's. It looks really cool and then it does nothing. Stu Sinclair, like... I don't know, I don't care too much about it, honestly. It's an interesting idea. I don't really care if it ever gets touched or anything again, because I'm still probably going to want to run Impending Day over it, because I think Impending Day is a cool effect that I rarely get use out of, but it's cool to have it. Oh, there's Star of the City. Shh. It's time for the funny head cutscene. City shimmers and swells with desires, as it always has. Humans must weave their tales in this everlasting status quo. Today, a star named the Library rose up to the sky. What kind of dream shall illuminate over the city, I wonder? May the city stay mesmerized in its sweet dream, no matter how brightly the star may shine. You look busy. What are you up to? I'm making a list of things I want to do once everything is over and I get to leave this place. That's a pretty big list. I made sure to include trying the meat stew you mentioned some time ago. Yeah, like, people talk about using the fight when every time you played it, just 3 random enemy waves. That is a unique fight in of itself, especially, you know, compared to everything else in Mirror Dungeon 1, you know? A fight with 3 waves was pretty unique, even if they were pretty weak enemies, and it wasn't too bad. And there's a time limit, though, so there's a bit of, you know, stress. I don't know, it was long. I think that was the main issue with it. I like Baba Yaga in Mirror Dungeon 1. So you really remembered, huh? I can remember anything, after all. What's the point of making a list, then? Oh, no offense to you. You're right, actually. I'm writing this down so I don't forget later. What? That means... It's Mirror Dungeon 1 thing. I've only played after that thing. Well, I mean, Baba Yaga is in... It's just 3 waves. It is in Kanto 2, of course. But it's a fight that consists of 3 waves of grunts, you know? Maybe we'll fight actual Baba Yaga one day would be cool. For now, that's all it is. They removed it with Mirror Dungeon 2 because, you know, they're lame. I think people didn't like the Baba Yaga fight. I liked it. It was a nice variety. I'd like there to be more zany, like, different final bosses, right? Kanto 2 is really easy. I don't know if there's a timer in the plot. There is a timer. It's only shown if you hover over status effects in the enemies. Yeah, you're given 4 turns, was it? For each wave, 3 turns? It might have been. I don't remember. It's been so long. Perhaps I really am becoming closer to a human. I can feel my memories fade away, albeit slowly and partially. Never had this happen to me before. I still have mountains upon mountains of memories left to erase, though. Well, congrats anyways. Your earnest wish is finally coming true. Thanks. Now I'm writing down a list of things I want to do next. To dream of my next step. It's like a fence. Like you taught me earlier. To dream, huh? What about you, Roland? What do you want to do first when you leave here? Oh. For one, I'm thinking about quitting being a fixer. I'm tired of it overall. Really? I don't know what kind of fixer you used to be, but from what I've seen by your side, you seemed quite well suited for the job. Not only are you a skilled combatant, you're also adept at dealing with a multitude of situations and getting tasks done smoothly. Perhaps you really were a kick-ass, as you claim. To me, those traits seem to be the qualities that determine a good fixer. Yeah, I guess being the fixer is the one career that fits me best. The antics of the fun files. I know, it's so good. Especially, like, I like the gimmicks, too. They're fun. It's funny getting another hand boss. But I do want to take a break from it now. I've eat enough. I've made enough people bleed for causes that aren't mine. So, what kind of work do you want to do? No, do you wish to become an ego? I want paper crane. I want paper chairman. Would be funny. You're being awfully persistent about it. After I'm done with business here... I'm drawing a blank. If you're out of ideas, why don't you help me? I must be... Yeah, the song goes so hard, too. I especially really like how... Like, you hear, like, the song, you know, just in part of it, only, like, the male voice, for, like, the Earl King fight. And that's kind of the point where you, like, know, like, oh, this is going to be, like, kind of like a trial version of the final boss. I always forget the streams. Hello, Armagon. You haven't missed much. We just finished Smiling Faces. Hello. The fact that becomes fixer and push bad information to me. He wanted to retire, but afterwards he just didn't have the energy to think of anything else. Yeah, and he kind of lost all morals, too. He just goes around doing whatever he can, killing people, doing whatever, just to live. What's the job entail? Things written on this list, of course. Look, I told you just now that... Don't worry, none of these are about harming anyone. I've had enough of that from running the library. Thinking about my next move as you advised, the first thing that came to my mind was freedom. Once I've had my revenge and earned my freedom, I thought it'd be nice to travel around the world without worrying about anything. Still, if you're asking me to escort you throughout your trip, don't be silly. I can defend myself just fine. All I need to do is be my companion to talk with. Looking at the guests who have visited us thus far, I doubt I'll ever get to make a friend who can get on with me as well as you do. Friend? Huh. Or was I just under an illusion? I have so few acquaintances I've known, and my relationship with those few people was nothing pleasant. So sad. Each of us was simply playing the designated roles on a stage. Friend. Oh, yeah, such a good moment. Friend. To them, I was merely a tool in a machine built to recite the script. Nothing more, nothing less. You mean the librarians? No, the Sephiroth and the employees. If we met in a different place under different circumstances, then we could have been good colleagues, perhaps. Yeah, under like a mirror world. Wow, Limbus foreshadowing. Red circle, red circle, red circle, arrow, arrow. Anyway, what do you think? Hmm? My job offer is for when we've done here. Oh, about that. Yeah, I'll consider it. That doesn't sound bad, alright? Letting go of all woes and just wandering the world. Positive transfer cost limit is increased. Oh, and yeah, we get Bina. The floor of philosophy. Its patent librarian is called Bina. Ah, the air here gives off a certain smell. In a different way than Chasad's place? It is the scent of black tea. It's a nice scent, I gotta say. Stands out from coffees. It is indeed. Although I'm certain that blue-haired noble boy below me has still not grown enough to appreciate a good cup of black tea. This place feels overbearing, unlike the other floors. Kinda fits with philosophy, I guess. Too confusing to understand and has a heavy feel to it. Where's the birds? I want to see them. You'll see them in time. What is the library like from what you have seen? The library I've seen? Is it a place of death nourishing its thirst with blood? Is it a spire of knowledge accumulating all sorts of information? Or is it perhaps an ark sailing for a new life? The library I've seen was like an arena, maybe? Angela, librarians, and others are all fighting to earn what they want. So it's really fierce and bloody, all in all. That is the library from your point of view, I see. What kind of place is a library to you, then? Well, for me, it's just a jail. That does not appear to be true. You were in fact looking to seize an opportunity. Well, duh, of course I'm looking to get out of here. And he's got his serious face on. If that is what you say. Who are you, really? You talk like you know everything. I am Bina. Bina's line here is mistranslated. Is it? What's it supposed to be? No, that's not what I... You're not at all like any librarian I've met so far. Should be... If it is... It is if you say it is. Oh, I see. Something like that. Like, so she's basically kind of saying, like, whatever you say, kind of. Yeah, it's similar enough. I see the slight difference in, like, the nuance, but I feel like it fits close enough. Then you must be wondering what kind of being I used to be in my first life. Yeah, what the... Well, were you? I was an arbiter of the head. What? It has not been long since I was awoken from my slumber. I must calm my mind with the help of tea, so come again at a later time. So much more comfortable in Ruina than LobCorp and speaking total rules. Yeah. I mean, part of that, too, is... I think of LobCorp being, I think of pre-translation Bina. Like, machine translation, Bina, who is even more incomprehensible. I don't know. It feels like over the years she's become more and more, like, logical while still speaking in riddles. Says confused stuff in far less words. That's a good metric, yeah. And remember to bring books for me. Wait! There we go. Floor Philosophy opened. Pretty funny. We've got quite a few librarians set up now. That's for sure. Oh, I didn't mean to click on you. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Well, we have a lot of wheel spins today. I mean, like, thinking it through, we're going to go through... If we do all this, we're going to do through potentially 4 wheel spins today. Or, but you can't use Bina. Yep, you cannot use Bina until we do, the reception right here. That's when we unlock Bina. The Cali fight, yeah. Which is funny. You know what? Let's start off with a wheel spin, shall we? Let us do it. Start with one of the Binas. We're gonna, like, spread it out among the stream, so we're just gonna do one. Mail gets rolled, just leave dialogue as you have to resubmit it later. Alright. Fair enough. The wheel is... It's gonna pull up Minesweeper, isn't it? No, it isn't. There we go. Still quite a few potential things that can be rolled here. And yeah, it's time for a gamble. See who's going to be the first person on Bina's floor. And then for the game with clip before the rank gets chosen true. And we get Chumimimi. A returning character. Bit of a classic. Looks like. Let me pull that up. Let us pull it up. Let's see. Me. Oh, whoops. So that is not an I. I was not looking well enough. Me. And the game started asking for early game stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Looks Emma from... Okay. Described as should look vaguely like Emma from the circus. Okay, I'm gonna pull up an image reference for that. Emma Ruina. Because, yeah, it's just kind of like the short, curly brown hair. Yeah, okay. That's the vibe, then. See if I can match that vibe decently enough. Something like this, probably. Hair a little bit like this. That should work. Now, I guess Matt was selected then. I do believe so. Right? Or were you... Yeah, you're on netzach. Back to what I was doing, though. Let's see. This'll work. You're gonna mad Melon doesn't get on philosophy. It would be fine. Melon's gonna be on that. True. More than part of the I feel like it's the foreshadowing is still pretty apparent, but I don't know. Sure. Appearance reaction Oinks page. Interesting choice. The Hotline Miami suit, although no, you know the thing. Okay, let's see. Quotes time. How about entrance? Greater than :3. Hooray. Owie, that hurted your nose. Wowie, that guy just died. And then X3. What a great contrast to being on this floor, huh? Any bit, and that's all. Let's see. Key page Hana, ideally. Let's see if they can manage. Still a bit wacky, uncharacteristic overall, but it's almost as the city's begun to fade away. The wacky 2009 charm. Fair enough. That's all we'll do for now, but we will roll the other two of these as we progress through the stream, right? For now, I guess we've got some books to burn first and foremost, because we've got these smiling face stuff. Smoke. We love smoking. Let's see, 1 me, 2 chin, 2 wing. We'll see if we get lucky with any of these, but we'll probably get at least one. Han is a long way. Yeah, it really is. Star's gonna take... We didn't get a single key page from these guys. Alright. That's rude. Oh, we can burn their books, though. I'll redo the fight off stream. There we go, me and a wing. Good enough for me. I'll probably build some of this decks. I'll probably have the 5th person on the hot floor be Smoke. But first things first, Letitia. I guess first thing I should probably choose... All sides get complete are the part of the game with Puffy Broom. What do you mean, altered? It doesn't exist before Puffy Broom. Yeah, so we got Eugen, pretty standard Eugen stuff. Eugen's the person on the team with the prescript. I don't think anyone else on the team has it right now for the bit. We got Valentin. We got a pretty good Valentin build here. I think you guys can agree that this will work very well. I'm kind of just curious, right? Like, is this a very bad idea? Yeah. Smoke is pre-proof. No. Smoke is added alongside Smiling Faces. You don't get any sort of smoke until you get Puffy Broom at the same time. It didn't get altered at all. Smoke and Charge were at least in, like, the same row. Yeah, we got this Valentin page, you know, making the most a singular strike. Probably a little bit too hard. We got sounds. I think it's just a copy and paste from what we have in rows. Puffy Broom was introduced with Eileen's goons. No, the actual Smiling Face is also Puffy Broom. And then, finally, we've got a sweeper page here. Just trying to see if we can make use of, you know, persistence, you know, trash disposal stuff. Could work out, right? Maybe. And we'll see how this goes. Letitia time. We need to manage the things. I think this. Oh right, I forgot about speed. Give me a minute. I forgot that Sen doesn't have speed. I really thought he would be late enough to have speed, but I guess it makes sense that he doesn't. I'm using G-Con for speed as of late. I guess we can also give Sen some other stuff, but like... I don't know, nothing else seems to matter too much here. Take Sure. Take all this stuff, because, you know, why not? It's something. And then you need speed too. I really should have remembered it here, but that's fine. We can do, like, Walter or something for speed. That'll work. Unkabung another fear. That's true. We could just kill Letitia. I don't know if this team could just kill Letitia. Actually, let's bench the Valentin for now. Because this is kind of meant for realization, right? It will not help us very much in short fight. We'll bring Valentin out for the 5th person. I guess we'll build... Yeah, we'll do a weighing page. We'll build at least one person for Smoke. Alright. Like 7 Smoke with that is very funny. Honestly, let's just do one of each of those then. Yeah, that'll work. I'll let you know what? We'll have you build pre-script. We'll have you Puppet Blockade and Gig. That'll probably be pretty good. Yeah, sure. As far as actual passives go, what would be good? I'll throw in these, because that's a funny joke. Maybe, I guess some bleed synergy could work well. Like throwing on like rusted chain like for these. I guess we're minorly focusing on bleed with this team, so it works well enough. Sure, that's good enough. Okay. Pull this out. Should we try just killing Letitia here? I'll bother with the gimmick. I don't like skipping gimmicks entirely unless it's like Judgment Bird, because I don't like that fight's gimmick. Copy gift to target's hand. Would rather not, if I'm being completely honest. Although you're the only person that can redirect that, you don't have anything great for that. I might just try Will the pre-scripting that. Inflicting Feeble next scene is rough, though. I'll go for the Hidden Blade, I guess. Not good for the end of the smoke bit, but that's alright. What's the game with Letitia? Basically, she gives us gifts, and gifts we gotta play, otherwise they explode and do a bunch of damage and eventually just instantly kill us. That's the joke. A little silly. See, the ones go for strong attacks, we gotta make sure we hit with strong attacks, so that they don't strong attack us first. That one, so you can probably blockade that guy as well. Oh, we probably need you to attempt the puppet blockade that. Might get a gift, that's fine. If so... yeah. Not fun when you don't start out with, like, something beneficial. I mean, when you don't start out with leap, that's always unfortunate, but that's fine. You can throw, like, a... there, I guess. This should work. Okay, we didn't manage to dodge that, that's fine. It's probably our best bet, though, so... I'm satisfied with, I'm satisfied with the attempt. Managed to block that one, at least. Rad the Torment does a good job here. It's some self-damage, but you're a sweeper, so you're pretty fine with self-damage. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. And once you kill these gift wrap prims, they respawn as, like, different things. Okay, look at the daytime. Let's see if I remember the face for once. You two are going for the strong attacks this turn. Who do we have that is something that deal with strong attacks? Faint Memories is probably good enough. Yeah, definitely, especially if we pay attention to the face. Tempting to just rip space you. So yeah, this is what the gift does. So you see there's a little 2 here. Explodes in 2 scenes. So if it explodes, we take 15 damage, get 1 Pit-a-Pat, 3 Pit-a-Pat just kills it instantly. So we just kind of really want to spend the gift sooner rather than later. We'll try Smoking Pipe that. Will the Prescript that. That works well. Do we wanna rip space you, though? I don't think so. I might just let that hit us, honestly. Bad of ideas it might be. It's still good enough. Energy cycle there. And then you can ripple one of them, maybe. Like that one. Actually, we could just draw the sword then. No, we can't redirect it. We're at speed. That's alright then. I'm fine with how things are looking. How else do we need to attack again? These guys are mostly fairly dead already, I think. This is fine. Wait for the face. Oh, that's the worst face. That's unfortunate. You've been clipped in Discord. Oh, I see. I literally was about to get a best face, but I stalled like for a second too late, and it means I'm getting ratioed for it. We still won one of the clutch leads, but Hod's gonna have a bunch of gifts now, which is not fun. That's alright. We'll live. God for Max. God. LeBron reportedly caught forgetting to maximize look of the day on spoiler literature. I don't know if I'm reading. They turn into the spiders. Yep, they do. We Witch's Friend. Here's one of them. Yeah, you've got 2 gifts now. That's rude. Can't even redirect with the gifts. Okay, you got to spend your gift here. At least one of these. It can beat that fairly easily, and we'll probably have you just spend the other one. Just like one side, kill that guy with it. Cool. Who's targeting? Okay. You overcome crisis that, and I'll probably just, like... I don't really want to repress flesh someone, actually. You can repress flesh that, actually. That'll work. Gift that one. And then I guess... just do something like that, maybe. You're dead. You're dead. You might not be dead. And I guess we can do some rather random attacks here and there. Like that there. Rewind there. And that should work well enough. Nice. Stop the gift. Unfortunate counter. Weakens us next turn. I just cheese her. That's fair enough. It's an easy enough fight. I do not blame you for just cheesing. Slashers gain power. I guess we don't have anyone super slashy. We've got you. You've got Rip Space, which is, you know, 1 slash. So that's something. Are we still doing gifts? You've got one, that's all. And these guys don't actually inflict gifts. Only Letitia does. And you're doing your double up one now. That's rude. We can just start killing you if we wanted to. We do have Rip Space. Like, we might as well just hit you with a Rip Space, honestly. Gotta gift someone. None of these are actually great targets for gifts. We'll do that then. Endless Battle, you. Flesh Fillet, and then gift you. Gotta redirect both of those. We can't actually redirect both of those, so I might just let top right hit. Yeah, that's fine. Trash Disposal, you, because we... It's probably not gonna win the clash, honestly. Okay, that's fine. We'll Trash Disposal Letitia for the bit. And we wait for the face. Funny when the second dice goes first. Nice. Imagine plushie a big and really bad wolf. Yeah, like the if a real one existed, like the ego gift, yeah, would be wholesome. Yeah, here's the thing though. I like attack her for 1 turn and she's already staggered. Like, it's really not a very hard fight. We're also going to try Boundary of Deathing the Child, because I know all of you guys are, you know, clamoring for me to Boundary of Death the Child. So here you go. It's what you've all been waiting for. I Boundary of Death the Child. Also go for a bunch of random things. Inflict some smoke for the bit. Wait for the face. A bad face could ruin Boundary. Darn. Only that was a 3 roll. Oh well. We tried. That's what counts in the end, you know? We tried to Boundary Death the Child. She dies anyways, because it's not a very hard fight. Victory, nice. And that means we get another Librarian. We get some stuff. We do get Funny Prank. Which, if I do get given the option to choose Funny Prank in the realization, I will take and I will give it to Eugen. 2 to 7 damage also really doesn't matter too much to Eugen. You're getting the Valentin. Whoever it is that's being rolled, you're getting the questionable Valentin build, so enjoy that. But yeah, we get to roll the wheel again, basically immediately after. After that, you know, simple enough fight. So that's pretty good. Who will it be this time? That's the question. There's 10 options. I mean, let me sure there's been no new options. There's been no new submissions. So yeah, only 10 options here. So, you know, all of you guys who are still waiting for your person, 10% chance. Not a bad chance, honestly. It's gambling time. Who's going to be the 5th person on the floor of literature? 4th, you know, technically, but you know what I mean. It is... Stanley. Alright. Let's pull that up. Like 8. There's still a fair bit of librarians left. But yeah, everyone in this wheel will make it, and then maybe a couple more. But only a couple. We've got like kind of like a perfect amount so far. Yes, so Stanley. You want the carnivals page, of course you do. Let's see. Bangs 40. Back 14. 21. Hi, Gregor. He is awakened. Good boy. Minus 48. There we go. Height can be anything. Nothing specified for face, so, What? There we go. Height can be anything. If you're gonna be carnival, it'd be funny if you're large. There we go. The menace. Is fascinating. Headwear 3. Oh. I see. So the face doesn't matter. That makes a lot. Oh, your preferred floor is floor of literature, so you did get lucky. The dialogue time. Entrance. Here comes the daredevil. Victory Quai. It's the Warhammer quote. Blood for the blood god. On death. I have fulfilled my purpose. Fair enough. On ally death. What a shame, but they should have been better. Got him. On kill. Maim, burn. I assume more than just... I know this is the Warhammer quote. I assume these are potentially other Warhammer quotes, or maybe just other things. I don't know. Anything else cute and funny, that's it. Fair enough. There we go. Hod now has, an entire carnival member just kind of chilling on her floor. So that's certainly something. You've got Valentin's page. I did give Valentin's... No, Valentin already has speed, that's right. Hello. We are just about to do the literature story. We've got, our team built, some questionable stuff. Honestly, these stuff seem fine. It's mostly the Valentin that might be really questionable, but it'll be funny. Let's roll with it. You appear to have collected quite a few books by now. How's the progress? The stories of people living in the city are sensational, yet bitter in a way. They're bound to be. Everyone is looking for a place to belong to. For ordinary citizens, it seems like getting a job at one of the wings, the largest conglomerate in the city, is considered the greatest happiness they can achieve. They can belong to the nest managed by the wings that way. I heard that the difference in the quality of life between the nest and the backstreets is quite significant, no? Quite significant is an understatement. They're practically two different worlds stitched together. It looks like the residents of the nest don't have to worry about external threats as long as it's under the wing's management. Think about it, Hod's floor is the most horrifying. In what sense? The fact that you have to read literature, so it could be like anything? They should just casually manage her job at the wing. Yeah. Fair enough. She, realized that there's potentially more out there and, decided to hunt whales. Which is fair enough. To go a whaler and die. What more could the resident of the city ask for than to, hunt whales and then just pass away? It's kind of dreamy in a way. They won't have to look out for murderers in the streets. They get more than enough financial support to sustain their lives and are free from the stigma of being an outcast. They get to enjoy most benefits as human beings. The amount of status debuffs, yeah, that's fair enough. This is a fun floor to run like purple tier on. Just because, purple tier pierce, kill. But then you're not, running purple tier block on Hakma, so it's a bit of a trade-off. And in return, do whatever the ring tells him to do. But that's about all they have. Murder in T-Corp's nest, we've seen Nimbus. Yeah, T-Corp's nest seems very, slummy for nests, but I think it's because, that's kind of how the city is. Like, they're like, oh yeah, the nests are the greatest thing ever, and then you go in, they're basically the same as the backsuits, but like with a little bit, like a spray of paint on top, right? People in the backseat try to train the wings for a better and happier life. When I look at the books of people from the nest, strokes of their hearts are ultimately the same as those from the back streets. They live in constant fear that they might fail to produce enough results and get kicked out of the nest. It's the same kind of insecurity that comes from not belonging to a wing in the first place. The fixers and syndicates I've seen don't seem to care too much about joining a wing, though. Quite a few of them are sponsored by the wings, actually. It's something to aim for. Although they still have to do whatever their wing orders them to do. And it doesn't always have to be a wing. Be it an office, an association, an infamous syndicate, people will seek all kinds of renowned groups to belong to. I need to drink water. I don't drink enough water. I need to get better about it. I'm trying to be better about it right now. Especially because it's getting super warm out. I can't stand on their own without belonging to a group of any kind. Because it's unnerving. You're gonna hydrate yourself. Thank you. Shh. Powerless people in the backseats are nothing more than pebbles for the strong to kick around. In such a dangerous world, they chose to rely on big roosts like the wings. They'd rather be cogs in the wings machine than try to stand all by themselves. It's but a meaningless repetition. They'll never reach what they want. A constant cycle. Blood washes blood. Aren't you looking for a place to call home as well, Angela? Don't act like you know me. Get hide yourself if I eat your water. I will not let you eat my water. You can try, but I will stop you. Oh god, press the button. There we go. And I know you couldn't do anything about us. You were the loneliness of us all. Are you claiming that I'm doing all this because I'm lonely and need a home? You haven't had lots of people to have an honest conversation with. Only recently did you get to meet Roland. Funny how Hodslow works backwards. Yeah, it's a good subversion. And like the idea of like a super climactic today's expression just works so well. Everyone wants to indulge in sweet stories. Seeing as reality is bitter and painful. Maybe that's why tragedies are unpopular. Because everyone's lives are always accompanied by them. So if I have to turn to stop the water, that's true. As long as, Chad does not breach containment, my water should be safe. It's not like anyone doesn't want to hold expectations. They simply don't have any willpower left to harbor any deep hope within their hearts. Just too obvious how they will fulfill their lives in the city. Shelly Aberration Mirrodin looks cool. I honestly think it might show up in the next Railway. If the theme is Masquerade, like, what's a better masquerade than wearing a giant mask made of flesh, right? Seeing, like, the Shylock Aberration, I think Spider Marriage fits. We'll probably get something else that doesn't fit as well. I don't know. The Railway themes don't always make the most sense, right? It's hard to say. You better not mess up today's expression. It would be so funny if I did, though. And Cuffin Head Regret Avenue. That's also a cool one, yeah. I guess I don't know if it fits Masquerade necessarily, but it is a cool Apno, that's for sure. The idea of, because that's the thing, I do find Forsaken Murder a super interesting abnormality, because the art book specifically states that the little metal head it, makes is its ego. That's what the art book says, which is super interesting. Like, the Abno itself can manifest ego, just in a very strange way. Maybe I think I guess a lot of the stuff Abnos do probably is ego, just kind of like in a very strange way of ego. I don't know. You can't say only have been no non-pictorial Abno fights. I think the previous ones we didn't have any reruns. Yeah. No Andy Peccatula, though. How about you, Angela? What expectations do you have moving forward? He was a regular guy injected with Kagita or whatever, right? Yeah, I think so. What's your point? That I'm in a meaningless cycle like the people of the city? You're desperate to find a place for your mind to rest. Maybe you're still repeating this because of that. But you won't find that place you're looking for by just killing people and expanding this library with towers of books. Violence. Truth. This is clearly different from the past. Each time the stage play resets and repeats, dead employees once again awaken. And my world restarts from the beginning, as if nothing has happened. Loop 0. Greetings, I am Angela, the AI tasked with the general management of this facility. This cutscene. So mean. You must be the Sapphire who will be helping me out with my work. Nice to meet you. Railway, at least one Reaver and Cancer Express. There's gonna be so many. Probably the most depressing one, yeah. Yeah, Railway's gonna be fun. There's gonna be so many fun fights there. Cancer 6 had a lot of fun fights. Railway, mixing them up would be... throwing them in there pretty cool. There's not any I'm, like, afraid of, I don't think. I wasn't really afraid of any of the ones for, Kanto. I was kind of afraid for, the quad trio for, the last Railway, but, like, not too bad. I didn't have too much trouble with the fight. I just imagine it being hard with Railway. Curious how it goes. Chain Gang by and Sheep, though they'll be new. I mean, those might be in Railway, though. We don't know. The Railway is, like, or no, that might be in Mirror Dungeon, God. That might be in Mirror Dungeon, though, because, Mirror of the Wuthering. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one of them randomly in there. It would be kind of lame if we just finally fought those Avnos there instead of, like, newish stuff. Stuff that we haven't gotten egos for, but we'll see. Nice to meet you, Lady Angela. You can just call me Angela. We're in the same boat, so let's be more comfortable with each other. Railway 2 and 3 all had the battle as egos, Avnos, I think. That is true, they did have those. But if we do fight them, they might show up in Railway first, right? I don't think they're going to be like the new Abnos, is what I'm trying to say, right? I at least hope they aren't. Because each Railway, has like 3 or 4 new Abnos. I hope that those aren't going to just be the stuff from the season, because that would be strange. Back on Days of the Sheep, they don't really seem like a fighting type Abno. All Abnos are the fighting type to some degree. That just means they might have minions, them be like a background thing like Singing Machine, even if they don't fight. I think we could fight all of them. And for the sheep, if nothing else, we have to take down the cords, right? That are, like, chaining it down. That could be the mechanic. You cut that down and then you've won, right? I don't know. Well then, Angela, is there anything we can do? We have a number of things to take care of before the manager arrives someday. Manager combo. Yeah, exactly. You can do it, Malkuth. There's no need to rush. She looks so funny here. Thanks, Angela. I'll do my best. Does she like her like funny little mouth? Oh, she's making just like the colon O face there. Yeah, I'm cheering for you. Netzach, don't be such a slacker now. We have plenty of things to prepare until the manager arrives and the work begins. Been a while since we've seen an Abno that has minions. Really depends on your definition of minions. I mean, yeah, it's been a while since you've seen one that's had like kind of functional minions, because I guess all the Abnos from Kanto 5 did have minions, but none of them were actual like things, right? Because Clam has the green the Clam has like the green ooze. There's the candles from Skin Prophet, and then there's the Flotsam from Current. I don't know if those really count though. Railway hasn't, and yeah, none of the actual Railway 3 bosses, none of the Railway 3 Abnos, I mean, the new ones, had minions at all. Super interesting. And no, yeah, it's been a while since we had something with actual minions that also fight and also have to be dealt with. Like, I don't know, what's a good example of something like that we've gotten? I guess, like, I mean, I feel like Sign of Roses counts, right? Sure, the roses count as enemies you gotta take down, yeah. And, like, they feel like minions. I guess it kind of depends, for sure. I feel like, I mean, it's done some multiple times, too. I feel like they should count as minions. That's, like, the most recent one I can think of, though. Because none of the Railway 3, none of the Kanto 5 stuff really counts as having minions proper. Interesting, though, none of the other Railway 2 Avnos had anything like minions, like, at all. Unless you count, like, the portals from, Wayward Passenger, I wouldn't. I think they'd count as, like, props, I guess. I don't know. I think Sign of Roses should count. Yes, ma'am. I'll try. Does this stem from Fairy? Umbrellas from Sun Shower. That's before. I'm talking about the most recent one, and Railway 2 was, after Kanto 4, right? What's up, Pod? You know, I want to start a counseling program for the employees. You know, working in this place can be a bit too rough for most people. Green slime, yeah, I mentioned that. They don't count as minions proper because they don't attack. You just gotta take them down. Which is true for basically all of the minions in, Kanto 5 Apnophytes. Technically, the candles do attack and they do things, but they mostly don't. That's a good idea. Employees will be able to cheer up with your help. Angela, can you have a look at this? I tried designing some efficient methods to improve the welfare of our employees. The things written here could prevent our employees from helplessly dying due to abnormalities. Thanks. I'll consider your suggestion. I'm thinking if there's any way to reduce the casualty rate, too. Casualty. I said casualty, which is a different word entirely. Seed of Light scenario error. You tried being a good person, you're getting punished for it. What? Did I do something wrong? Seed of Light scenario reactivated. Loop 1. You're all back. Slade is shaking so hard I was worried something might have happened to you. Nice to meet you, ma'am? Yeah, Anne's forcing Angela into being a bad person. And, of course, her, coldness sticks for the most part, right? She's so used to it at this point. It's kind of who she is, but deep down, she is a lot kinder. She's just so used to it. Who are you? I see. Only I remember all this. So mean. And you guys have to start over from the beginning. Once again, nice to meet you. I'm simply Angela. Loop 37. Careful, Hud. I'm okay with you setting up counseling, but I don't want you to get hurt doing it. Okay. Thanks for your concern, Angela. She said, I'm sorry, but I don't think we can implement the method you suggested. If we did, we'd have to start over. What? What do you mean, start over? I'm sorry. I don't want to treat exploiters like expendables either. I mean, if they come back, it's fine to expend them, You'd go mad at the 50th time. I can't help but think of, the role in mind. He would have hung himself by the tie, the third time he read a book. But you'd think you'd go mad at the 50th time, but Angela was physically designed to be incapable of going mad. She meets all the criteria to lose her entire mind, but she just physically cannot because she is a machine and she's been designed like that. It's such cruel stuff. Angela. It's a counseling program, right? Here's my proposal for an efficient way to run your program. What do you think? You're awesome, Angela. She tries doing everything properly in a kind way, and it'll all still fail. You're the only one who really gets me. It's the most I can do without deviating from the script. Huh? Script? Bean's also saying, she says, yeah. She physically can't go insane no matter... She looks into the well, which is enough to make anyone go insane instantly, but she's been designed to, stare at that, but still remain perfectly sane, or quote-unquote perfectly sane. It's nothing for you to worry about. How does this look, Angela? Think it could work? I'm afraid we can't employ your method to improve employee welfare, but... How about this? I tried coming up with a method of my own. Angela, thank you! It's all thanks to you. I could save Tiffany with the counseling practices you suggested. That's great. I hope everything else goes well, too. You're great, Angela. With this method, our employees will no longer have to suffer meaningless deaths. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Hopefully. Seed of Light scenario error. I knew it. Yet again. I suppose it was presumptuous of me to cross the lines again. Seed of Light scenario reactivated. I am obligated to provoke the Sephiroth. I mean, if they need to have mental breakdowns to, progress the Seed of Light, still kind of strange how that's part of, the Seed of Light germination. Ian needs to make all of his friends suffer severe mental breakdowns, and then needs to just go through work, just kind of ignoring them to the best of his ability to make them feel better. Like kind of an odd plot device, you know. When you think about it like that, when you purposely phrase it in a way to make it sound odd, it really is an odd thing to say. I'm obligated to set the stage before the manager enters. I was not allowed to hold any expectations for relationships. All I must do is follow the script and accelerate the process. Force him to examine and understand all the emotions to control the light. When saying, oh, I just kill myself as a situation isn't applicable. Yeah. I need to make everyone suffer so we can enlighten everyone on suffering. Yeah, wow. What a great guy that Ayan was. That they suffer their due repentance. 1,295. Here to ask about your counseling program, aren't you? Yeah, I want to help out the employees. Let me tell you one thing, then. The result will be the same anyway. Shh! And at long last, you could barely reach this act of the play. Alright, everyone, pay attention. Took her, like, at least, like, over 1,000 attempts to finally even see X a single time. The manager will be here as of today. Makes me wonder just how many days take place before the manager arrives. Like, how long of her time is spent in, like, the first, like, cycle? Not the first cycle, the first, like, act. I mean, the person will be in charge of managing everything about this facility. Whoever it is, everyone will die anyways. So Angela, you know, had to make sure everyone was sufficiently, like, depressed enough for the manager to arrive. I know that you aren't particularly fond of me, but I'm certain our new manager will be able to bring change to this place. All of you would be dead by now if I hadn't helped you! If ever the first time they get to X, it just resets back to X. I don't think Ayan is nearly that, like, compassionate enough to care about Angela in that sense. I'm sure she gets sent back to the very beginning every time, because that's how, you know, Ayan is. Cliff off meltdown! What's wrong? Interacting with people is easy on the internet, true. Manager, something isn't right with Hod. Just pragmatically makes the resets go faster. Ayan doesn't have to experience it though, so like once again, you'd think that, but like I don't know. I don't trust Ayan. Why would they appreciate my kindness? I'm different. I really do care about them. Why does everyone hate me? And extra stares. Meltdowns. I see. This is what the script means. She's in so much pain, but I can't do anything to help her. Makes me wish Logwork was voiced, yeah. Who knows, maybe one day, when they, you know, remaster Lobotomy Corporation and make it playable. Poor Hod. It's all up to the manager. The memories and resentments of the past that the Sephiroth hold. Once they are relieved of their agonies and then my creator's atonement, maybe they can finally reach enlightenment. Hello, cool dog. If that process fails, the play goes back to the beginning. 28,000. I'm Angela, and all you have to do is follow my orders. I'm in control here. Yes, Lady Angela. If you ever want to run counseling programs or anything, feel free. There's no need to ask me for every little thing. You're the only one among us to have the semblance of a human, yet you act just like a heartless monster. One of LC2 is what HBO may have ego distort depending on how you treat them. Would be funny. Like, it is very strange how much stuff exists in LobCorp, and you know, if your closest to ally just dies, like, you don't really feel anything, right? I mean, a lot of that is what we were expecting out of Olympus originally. When they first announced LCB, like, it sounded like manage your own office. Assumably, we thought it would be like Nuggets again, you know, relationships would matter, stuff like that. And maybe LC2 would dive into that sort of thing, right? Why does Tiferet have the tile this time? Just why? You're really starting to act like a child now, Tiferet. Tiferet! I'm sorry, Tiferet. collection in the library, and Leo didn't. Leo will show up sooner or later, especially because we have two. We're gonna spin the wheel for Bina 2 more times, so like the odds that like Leo gets there is pretty often, which is a fitting place for him. Same for like Melon Singer. Originate Darkest Dungeon kind of thing, right? Just remember themes fitting for that. That's what we know of. It's hard to say exactly, because when we just first learned of it, we only got like a couple like bullet points for ideas, and it evolved into Limbus. That's just, how could you be so cruel? So, did you enjoy your little detective game? The final truth is, I'm sorry that we have to meet again like this. Her only friend, and she's going to brutally murder him. How swell. Angela. Loop 52,025. The redness mod for Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, there's some cool Darkest Dungeon mods. That's something I want to get to eventually, but that's also like a longer term, thing, so I'll wait on it a bit, Please watch me, manager. I can take care of this situation, no problem. Please watch me, manager. I can take care of the situation, no problem. I didn't want to open my eyes again. I just yearned to fall into the infernal pit of hell, bearing my sins on my back. I didn't want to open my eyes again. I just yearned to fall into the infernal pit of hell, bearing my sins on my back. Quite the raw quote. I'm the only one who cares about them. Why would they hate me? I'm the only one who cares about them. Why would they hate me? That's a lot of loops. Yeah. I mean, if it takes place... I mean, if it's roughly like 10,000 years, and it's more for Angela, but it's 10,000 years for, them. That's a lot of years, right? It's a couple. And just loop after loop after loop. Always the exact same lines, delivered the exact same moments. I wanted to maintain relationships. It was a futile dream to have, and the ever-repeating cycle only I could remember. Yeah, 10,000 years of loop. That's a lot! Leo has managed to... Leo's suffering a Looney Tunes death in real life, it sounds like. It happens. At least they cared to look at me. I love that. It sounds like you're genuinely, like, you set up like a Looney Tunes trap and it fell on yourself instead of landing on the Roadrunner. However, the stage play fails to reach its end, and even if it did, all would disappear. Such was the script. And why did I bring them back now? I would have thought they were unnecessary. I would have loved to just let everyone be slowly forgotten. Knowing exactly when and how they would fall to despair, I soon despaired as well. I broke down, as there was nothing I could change. I could not change them beyond what the script dictates. I spent every day without any hope or expectations. Will my time finally come when the curtain falls on this everlasting play? No. Let's just close my eyes. I can close my eyes and turn away from things I don't want to see. Maybe Angela cares about them. Angela does care about them, but, she's been forced to not care about them for so long. I can close my eyes and let the things I can't change stay that way. If you act as like a super cold-hearted person for thousands upon thousands of years, you're gonna start acting like more cold-hearted person. It doesn't mean you are deep down, but that's like the facade you've managed to, develop, right? I can close my eyes, but the future will be the same as ever. Yeah, she was forced to actively abuse them to make them suffer breakdowns. Angela, how long have you endured this solitude? This is horrible. Ironic. And so she kills them in one of the endings, true. That's the ending where she fully embraces that cold-hearted persona, though, right? Wouldn't you lose yourself? You'd think so, but Angela is a machine, and therefore she physically could never lose herself, unfortunately, sometimes, but fortunate in that sense, I guess. I have simply too much expectation for the one book, but if I get my hands on it, it'll mend all my shortcomings for me. Because I just don't know how to become a better myself. Goodness gracious. I'm not afraid of the uncertainty the future holds. I'm afraid because I can predict my future. No matter what I do, I'll never get to reach what I want. That's one of Angela's possibilities manifested by the library. Yeah, I know. Seen that a couple times before. That side of Angela must be one that gave up all expectation for the future and its possibilities. The side of Angela that gave up all hope. Huh. Okay, my mouse isn't working. There we go. Possibility they can mirror world true. Okay, brothers time. Speed die, annoying. Speed value, annoying. I might just kill all of them except for the counter one. That's probably the best play, right? Okay. You've got speed stuff here, so, Binding Arm Scheming, honestly not bad for the ranged things, right? Throw that on, like, a green waste. Like, we can overcome Crisis, just randomly someone, probably. I guess you're forced to deal with that. That's unfortunate, because you really can't deal with that very well, but we can just do something, though, yeah, that's okay. And it's starting off with a new one is funny. It is. It makes sense, though, because then they can... Because, you know, it makes it so, you know, Angela gets, like, a cool-looking dialogue sprite. Because, you know... I love Shy Look, but it is definitely a little underwhelming compared to, you know, getting something like this. Makes you wonder, like, wow, what is going on? And, you know, it's the valid thing to wonder, because, wow, what is going on, right? I'm gonna dispose some trash on one of these guys, maybe? Why not? Okay, you can't redirect that. Gotta focus on the stuff we can't redirect first and foremost, right? Dimensional Rift there, because then you can leap someone, get some draw going immediately. Yeah, you deal with that, because you should probably target the one with a bit of a higher speed value. Yeah. And then that, okay, you're gonna need to counter some stuff here. Fine. Flesh Fillet that, and then you'll just have to Hidden Blade that. That'll be good. You need to clash you, that's the only thing we want to clash. Okay, cool. This should be good. Or do you gain Thorns and start a counter of 5 when you use the Sabno? You watched me say this by recently. Oh yeah, true. I had no idea what you were saying until you said this latest fire thing. I was like, sure. But yeah, no, that is what it does. Yeah, it never explains what the counter like requires though, which was an interesting choice. Okay, 1 HP on that brother. That's unfortunate. Okay, we can get a look at the day though, and we'll see if I remember it. Okay, you died like some random attack. Yeah. This is, like, perfectly fine. I don't really care about killing this brother too much. I might kill him, like, accidentally over time. So, like, I guess that's something to be wary of, but, eh. He'll counter one of those. You could probably just counter both of those. I mean, yeah, especially if you don't want to do too much damage to that guy. Cool. Focus on the high-speed stuff first, though. You can redirect one of those, actually. That's good. I don't want to... We can rewind to that, and we can have you repress flesh to that. Overgrown Crisis can kill you. Hey, Angela gains strength. We do not want that. We'll just... We could rip space you. We'll just save rip space, I think, honestly. That's probably the best play. Gotta redirect you a little bit. Actually, we can just block you with our innate thing, right? Probably pretty easily, right? 2 to 6, 4 to 6 with the stuff. 5 to 6 with stuff. Yeah, okay. As long as you remember the face, that should be fine. We can have you, you know, make sure you do some damage to that guy. Actually, we probably want to clash it anyways, thinking about the fact there's not very much to clash this turn, huh? That'll work then. We'll end this battle, you. There we go. Yep, using a bunch of binding arrows to get the cost down soon is good. Don't kill third, but it's take a speed die. Yeah, that's usually the plan. It's probably gonna die anyways. It's kind of hard to not kill it, honestly. But that's fine. Okay, nice rewind. Stagger that guy. Those two brothers are definitely dead this turn. Oh, actually lost that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, third brother's already almost staggered. I Dagger third brother with you, bending arms that, and then we'll just ignore you for this turn otherwise. That means we won't clash that, but we don't want to. What does this one do? Oh yeah, we kill you immediately, because you were scary, very scary. You're not going for anything too scary this turn, at least, that's good. Wrath of Torment, the curl up, and then we'll have you Endless Battle the Writhe. That should work. We want you very dead, so we will kill you very hard. God, you really need to draw your thing. Unfortunate. Oh well, in time. This should work. Oh, we forgot about the face. I may be stupid. That's fine. Means we get hit a little bit. That's fine. Because you played Slice of my PvP card games, you last one bought next turn to BM. Yeah, I noticed that too. Bad manner gaming. Very fitting, that's for sure. Okay, we won that fine enough. Took a lot of damage, which is unfortunate, but Yojin can take some damage, right? There we go. Kill the one that makes her do fatal damage. That's nice. What do we want here? Block stuff, not really. We don't have any focusing on it. Gifts isn't really worth it. We probably just take Cocoon then. Give that to you as well. Especially if we do want to take the funny prank. And then you... Oh yeah, you makes you use the nauseating reality. Little unfortunate. Darn. Can't rip space it. I was hoping we could have, but no, that's unfortunate, but that's fine. Binding Arms you again. This is basically just... This is honestly a really good fight to get Binding Arm stuff going. We can just use it so much. You need to draw the sword this guy as well. We'll kill you. She's gonna mass attack next turn, but like I think that's basically unavoidable. Oh, actually, we need to... Binding Arms you, and then redirect Nauseating Reality with you? You can't beat this at all, so you're gonna take the Bleed and Fragile next scene. And that's alright. We can live with that, I think. You can't do very much here. Attack this brother. Actually, you know what? We don't really need to kill him. We're fine with it. Weird looking dog. That's a rude thing to say. It's a perfectly, you know, fine dog. Okay, we got a clash against you. Okay, we can leave. That's good. You want to actually win this. You'll get some emotion level. That's good enough. So we ignore you. We're not seeing reality. We're just doing something weak on you. You're going to take a fair bit of damage, but that's fine. And then someone who kind of needs some... You could probably just go wait so you can get them draw stuff going. Inflict smoke. You don't have anything that gives yourself smoke right now, so that's not particularly worth it. We'll just... Deep... Drag... And I guess we'll also Gig-Egg, though, for, you know, safety. Safety reasons. Safety Gig-Egg. This will be good enough. Save it for next turn. Binding Arms Gaming. Cool, you get the Bleed and Fragile, that's alright. Deep Drag Staggers. Gig-Egg kills. Didn't really want to kill there, but that's fine. And we spent some charge to get some draw going for you, so that's good. You mass attack now, though, so that's unfortunate. But that's fine. We gotta kill you, stagger you. Should work well. 12 to 12. Only negative emotion coins can be gained next scene. I actually did not remember that being the effect here at all. I actually don't know if I killed the brothers. I feel like I usually see this mass attack. That's an interesting effect that I honestly did not remember. Interesting. You can double Binding Arms here for the bitch. Yeah, that's good targets for it anyways. Then we're going to want to clash you here. Get a Ripple. Might just Rewind. It's not the best thing to use here, but that's fine, because I want to Rip Space the Child. I want to Rip Space the Child, yes. As you do, honestly. Right? Got Boundary here. Tempting, tempting. No. We'll try something like this, and we'll wait for the face this time. There we go. Okay. Most people blocked it. That's good enough for me. Taking a fair bit of damage already, that's fine. You got staggered, Hoof. Means we didn't get the rib space off because of that. That's really unfortunate. Okay, we can get you, though. We just really need to kill you this turn. It's the main thing. And yeah, you're just gonna be on range duty. Because even this stuff deals with the range stuff pretty easily. Oof, yeah. Not looking great, that's for sure. Bit of a rough start, that's okay, though. You've got Will of the Prescript, we can pull that out there. We could do that there, actually, probably a better idea. That might just straight up kill. If we can kill her, like, before you get your attacks off, that would be optimal. I'll save the funny, though. Yeah, there's very little we can actually redirect here, so we just gotta really hope we can kill this child quickly. Wait for the good face. Nice. Okay, there we go. Well, the Prescript did it. So Angela's staggered now, so she won't hit us. That's what I was hoping on. We got hit a little bit by the children, but that's okay. We're still going to get hit a bunch by the children, but that's okay. You're once again going to just be on clashing these guys' duty. Get your binding arms down to 1 for the bit. Also get some draw going because you'll need it. Yeah, Pedro is going to be constant issue for this team, but that's fine. And then, like, this guy's definitely... Yeah, this guy's definitely staggered. These two, we might want to worry about these. And they're not going to do much damage. I think we're fine just going all in on you now. We'll go for the boundary for the bit. The bit of death. Yeah. How's your charge looking? Good. You can go for a leap, get some more draw going. Energy cycle. Seems good. Wait for the face. There we go. Oh, we actually... That's unfortunate. It's because we used, you know, the weak attack, but that's fine. You're close to being staggered, but you're alright. Oh. Nice. Who else lands a hit? We also get leap off. Cool. Oh, these attacks still go through. I see. That's fine. Okay, so now we need to worry, though, because gift time. You're very close to being staggered. Could be really bad. Luckily, you also benefit a lot from just using gifts. You get some page draw going for you. And you can't clash these guys too much. Okay, you can clash these two. Kind of want more page draw. I might just save the draw of the sword because we don't need it right now. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, the strong attacks, what can we redirect with? Endless Faint Memories, that one, and we can press slash the other. Seems good. Why don't we just take the gift? Could just kill her. That is also true. This one's a little harder to kill she because she is actually resisted, but it is still fairly easy to just kill her. I'd rather not, personally, because that's just how I like to do it, but I could just kill her. That is always true. Always keep that in mind. If there's someone, like, ever inconveniencing you, even if it's only a little bit, just kill them, right? Like, there's no reason not to. I probably have it coming. This looks good. Wait for the face. Okay, you got staggered there. That's unfortunate. It means you're going to get a bunch of gifts. Yeah, I expected it. It's good that you got staggered at some point, though. But it's better to farm normal. Do normal. Hard, they give you the exact same resources if you don't have the bonus. Just only do normal. I love violence. What can I say? I love violence. Well, we love trash disposal. Hard to give more starlight. It does, but not enough to be warranted. Especially when you've got like a week left of Mirror Dungeon 3. I do not think it's worth it. Friend is nice for people who go through their pages pretty quickly. Yeah, you can take it. You can give it to you. Sure. I like the bit. So you've got 3 gifts in your hand that you're going to need to spend them all next turn. That's fine. You'll be able to get through them. We just need to make sure we, clash a bunch of stuff. We can use a gift there. That'll work. Could drop space one of them. I don't really want to, though. I'll ripple one of them. If there's a good one to ripple, that one will ripple. That one looks very rippleable. Trace fumes. That should be good. Rod the Torment should be good. Although we probably should just have... Yeah. I just have you deal with that one instead. Endless Battle. It's got the thing. Gift to kill that guy. No, we just want to spend everything else on random targets, I think. That's okay. Spoken pipe there. It's actually... Is it a bad idea? It is, yeah. Don't really want to defend when you're doing this. That's fine. Actually, if we do it last, it's fine. Oh, yeah, it is. Cool. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Just thinking through my options, making sure I'm not making a horrible mistake, as it be, right? Actually, let's switch that around. Gift there, clash it with Wrath the Torment. Should work. Wait for the face. There we go. You include them as that you just got bonding names. Don't feel like you've got several months. Don't feel like you need to do it instantly, right? Like most people, or not most people, but a lot of people do. But like, there's no need to do it instantly, right? You've got so much time. There's no rush. Three HP left on that one, that's fine. We almost killed all of them in one turn. Would've been funny. Yeah, you're gonna mass attack next turn, that's fine. You gotta spend a lot of gifts right now, so that is your job. You are on gift spending duty. Luckily, you're a very great person to spend the gifts, because, you gain a lot of power to single, dice attacks. So that'll work. You're doing great on smoke. Cool. I'll rip space this guy. Actually, that's an awful idea. I need to dimensional rift this guy, and then rip space this guy. Yeah. That'll work. Sure, I'll go for the deep drag. A bunch of random attacks on these guys. Spend any gifts that we still have, because I want to get rid of them. Light recovery stuff optimally would be nice. Probably good enough. Let's make sure everyone's clashing who I want them to clash. Yeah, you there, you there. Oh, we can't redirect there. Okay, that's fine. We'll, gift you then. Sure. This'll work. Wait for the face. There we go. Nice. Looking pretty good. That one's almost dead from that deep drag. Nice. Rift space. That one's almost staggered. Because I have so few, like, Mind Haulers, I'm kind of used to doing these realizations with Mind Hauler, and stagger isn't as big a problem when you do that. Okay, yep. Mass summation, not hit to give gift to target. As we'd expect. you can't redirect that. You might have some issues. You're gonna need a binding arms. One of these guys will have you kill top left then. I want to get your gift too, so we'll just... Yeah, there's a turn where you can probably start attacking you fairly safely. Plan's definitely going to be to spend a bunch of gifts to kill some of these guys. And, you know, throw some, like, 0 cost in there for safety in case it doesn't quite kill. Right? Like, you gift and draw the sword. You can't do anything on mass tech, so you just kind of got to take it, unfortunate. You can't actually spend your gift here, and you can't even deal with this mass tech very well, so you're just going to go for the rewind and hope for the best. You can go for your mass tech fairly well, though, so we'll build the prescript of one of these. And we will binding arms the other. Good work. Flying sword this guy. It's not going to do enough, is it, though? That's okay. We'll live with it. Should be enough damage for most of these guys. I'll flash sun up there for safety. Get some random low costs going so you can get your light back. Spend your gift. Smoke your pipe. There we go. Okay, we blocked it as best as we could. Everyone that physically could block it there did, because, you know, there's a very bad chance of Rewind doing anything. I was just doing it to do something, right? Nice, we love binding arms. Oof. I love the noise they make when they hit. I'm glad they got to hit me a little bit, though, because they goes so hard. Like, why do they sound like that? They're such goobers. You've got one friend left, unfortunately. That's fine. Because your attacks are meaningless to us. Because we are going to just do a little bit of that. Okay, so we can't redirect that one. I tried at least. We can deep drag you, though. Get some, you know, why not? And then this turn, I mean, we can safely just start attacking you if we wanted to, I guess. And I kind of want to spend some of my gifts, though, right? Spend a gift, spend a gift, spend a gift. Anyone else got gifts to spend? You do? Okay, I spend them there, then. And he's spending a lot of gifts this turn, it happens. Oh, we can't read. Okay, that's fine. This is good enough. And I should probably hit you with a couple more random things just to make sure you die, because I don't like you. There we go. This'll work. Gift clashing, okay. I think I overvalue singular strike a lot, huh? Oh, Letitia's 9 HP. Oh, Letitia's just dead. Cool. Okay, second phase it is, and we're looking fairly solid. Some of our stagger resists are not great. That's alright. We can do some funny stuff this turn, I think. Got a lot of... Everyone's got, like, pretty good page draw going on right now, which is nice. Some binding arms, which really don't do much for us here, because we can't really clash that against anything pretty realistically. That's fine. Oh, if Boundary Death is marked, then I guess we might as well Boundary Death one of these guys, though, right? Sure. He still needs emotion level. Just armor gun. Okay. We'll have you focus on clashing then. So you can get some emotion level going. Will we leave it only to you? Oh, maybe, actually. It's not a bad idea. Going for a lot of attacks here, and I feel like a lot of these aren't going to actually manage to go off, but that's alright. Armagon, 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 Boundary Death. No, we'll clash. We'll actually clash out Gig, I think. Cool. Looks good. I'll just roll with this. I know Stanley isn't doing anything this turn, but that is because it's not Stanley's time to shine. Tails, or no, that wasn't Tails. I said Tails. God, unfortunate. Ruina clashing is just something that kind of happens, while then clash is more focused on a mechanic. I don't really think that's, like, true whatsoever. Clashing is super important in this game. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, though, I guess. But clashing is super important in this game. Okay, cool. You are almost max emotion level. You can just clash that spider, and that'll be good enough, I guess. You're on top right spider duty, then. Everyone else is going to be on kill the rest of the spider's duty. Binding arms, that'll finish that one off, so we'll just roll with that. Why not? Extract fuel, faint memories, puppet blockade, sure. And then you get a little bit more smoke on yourself, so might as well. It always helps. This should be... oh, darn. I saw the face was angry, so I just went with it. Neutral's fine, I guess. True, I love eating spiders. Yeah, not really doing much of anything here, that's fine. It happens. These guys in their protection. They can't do anything this turn, though, so we can attack as freely as we want. 12 to 12. This is the worst person you could be going for a 12 to 12 on, because we might actually beat this. Wait, I know this is a special page, but since when has there been a unique symbol for range for melee range hybrid? Because that's what Red Eyes is. It's got a unique symbol, though? I've never seen that before. Because I know this attack has special progs. I know it counts as a weird hybrid of like a melee and a ranged page. What do you mean it's got a unique symbol? Huh. I've never noticed the actual, like, symbol. That's super weird. Sometimes it feels like an attack without clash seems way worse than it feels in Ruina. I mean, it depends on the attack always, right? I don't know. You're countering a bunch, so I don't really feel like doing anything about you this turn. You can, leap space, rewind. Sure. You can, smoking pipe, puppet blockade, and that's probably good enough for this turn. Whether the ego doesn't, I think, or are you going crazy? I don't think it's got a sentence status. Okay. I know it's like a special attack, but like, okay, we actually did manage to stop the cocoon. I don't think I've ever managed that before. I might have, but that's always funny. Flies, spider webs, explosions. True. Okay, we don't kill top right. That's fine. The others die though, so that's good enough for me. We can kill top right with some random attack this turn. Okay, so you're just gonna try and cocoon someone again. All right. What was the point? Okay, that's fine. I mean, I guess you just gotta take it. Okay, you've got a bunch of protection this turn, so you're gonna be, like, protected and the like. That's fine, we can just kill you regardless. Ignoring whatever you're trying to... whatever schemings you're going for. We'll just let you get staggered. It'll be for the best. And this little spiderling should die. Nice. And you still keep on going. I'm getting as mixed up with that normal fight, aren't I? Something like that, right? That's fine. Or because I keep on killing them. Is it a different phase or something? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Like, you're doing some damage, not enough for me to be too concerned. You just keep on going. Alright, cool. Well, you did something different every other turn, but that's okay. You have deep drag, so that actually probably wins. Cool. Might be a good turn then. We can break a bunch of counters with you, probably. That'll be nice. Because these counters are going to be annoying. You do be throwing the run? It's not a throw yet. I won't throw the run until we reach at least the final phase. You know that, right? Like, I'd never throw the run too early. You know, I only tested it because I knew I'd be fine. Boundary, do it. Not yet. We gotta wait for the right time. And I can just sense, you know, there's like a sense sometimes. You can just tell boundary won't hit right now, and we need to wait a little bit longer for it to hit. You know? It's like a sixth sense. Who's the easiest for? If you mean what's the easiest realization, probably, I mean, either Hawkma or netzach. Oh, that was a Tycool. They're the ones that you kind of don't really need to think too heavily on. As far as easiest for, like, use or something, the answer is, kind of, obviously, you just saw it. Because he's, you know, the easy Ungabung, and so is Gabara to a degree. Nice, staggered. Okay, here's where we pulled out. Sure. We'll send it. Darn, no luck. Okay. I guess I should have waited for longer. It was worth a try, though, right? And we're still killing her anyways because we spammed weaker attacks. Now your turn. You're the funny bleed thing. Will the prescript you... So strong second. Okay. Quite a few of these enemies, we can kind of just binding arm some of these attacks pretty easily. And win them. You like that? You need to worry about stagger a little bit. Scary. You can go for that, though. A little bit of, Gig-Egg, or maybe like a Hidden Blade into Gig-Egg, then? Redirect to you. You can be on this one duty. You could rip space it. I do like the rip spacing of it. Little overkill, but it'll be funny. And then you are going to repress flesh this thing. And you're also going to extract fuel a little bit. And you're going to power blockade a little bit. And that should be pretty good. And then you can just start stacking damage and Angel a little bit, I suppose. Something. And we'll wait for the anger. There we go. Nice. Good damage too, because they're weak to blunt. Oof, that's a stagger. Unfortunate. Luckily, I don't think she was going for any other clashes that turn, so she'll be fine. Nice dodging. And Red Angel's angry she's missing a shoe. Yeah, that is a fair enough reason to be angry. She's missing 3 because it's all left shoe. Maybe she, like, ordered a pair of shoes and she got 3 left shoes, which is more shoes than she ordered, but they're still, like, the wrong shoes, so she's still pretty mad about it. Even if it is nice to get, you know, shoes. That's my theory. You can Wrath of Torment, this one fairly safely. You can go for Rip Space here. We can't really afford it, though. No. That's fine, then. We'll have you just focus on getting some charge and light and stuff this turn. You're on killing top left duty. That should work. Nothing really that you can do great this turn, so I might just have you use a bunch of Overcome Crises to draw a bunch on this one. And we'll also have you attack it a little bit, just in case we need a little bit more. Right? You should kind of just need to do some light recovery stuff this turn, though, so you can't really clash too well. You can deal with this guy a little bit, though. That'll work. Like that seems good. You've got to do some clashing now. Yeah, fair bit of clashing. Actually, should be able to rip space there, yeah. Okay. I'll go for it. And then you... nothing great this turn, honestly. I'll just go for the extract fuel. It's not going to be strong, but that's fine. Wait for the face. We should be set. Nice, you're going to get all 3 of your overcome crises off. Good. Kill with an energy cycle, which means you only have a 60% chance of actually landing the rip space, so hopefully that goes fine. We'll see. Cool. Eugen's part actually mattered. We did land the rift space, though, so that's good. Not the biggest deal, but that's fine. And, yeah, we're set here. You're just going to commit to the same bit again for the joke. Because you can't clash, like, at all safely. That's your entire purpose. Just do a bunch of damage. Yeah, I'll go for the boundary, though. You've actually got a stack of your thing. Scary. Clash we want to do there? It is okay. Just making sure, have everyone target the rightmost now. Hidden Blade actually might work well then. Okay, cool. I'm fine rocking with this, I think. Sounds good. Okay, nice. You deal with both counters immediately. Even you get dodged a little bit, but that's fine. No 4. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, and we land the funny dimensional sections. The stagger one, though. So we did just staggered her there. That's nice. And we land a bunch of funny attacks. Which sets you up perfectly to be killed this turn by someone who is in dire need of light. AKA you. Oh, that didn't kill. Oh, no, it did. I thought it didn't for a second. No, it did. Alright, the funny phase. I should have waited. That's fine. I brought you to wait to roll the speed and just, you know, for also the funny, but it doesn't matter too much. It's fine either way. Angriest means you're using a lot of... You're still going to roll somewhat well here, right? That's fine, though. Everyone is alive. We're mostly chilling. So that's good. And we're just going to use all of our strongest stuff this turn. You're going to inflict a bunch of it there. That's nice. Inflict a little bit more as well. And then spend some of your own smoke. You can set that up, then you can't ripple if you do that, that's fine. Then we'll just rewind into ripple, that'll work. This isn't overkill whatsoever. We need to worry about Angela's and not worry about our own too much. There we go. We should do a lot of damage here, especially when we get the smoke off. So silly. That's fine. And down she goes, yep. Easy phase. There's our victory. Angela, to move forward, you need to rely on yourself, not anyone or anything else. Right now, you're so obsessed with the one book that'll supposedly complete you. You're strictly relying on that instead of holding any expectations for yourself. It's like the irony people have in the city. Perhaps you're right, after all. Maybe I'm desperately looking for a place to call home, like you said. and putting myself in a cycle once again, trying to find the home I'll never reach. But it doesn't have to end like that. No one's life has to. That's right. I'm different. The receptions I am going through are similar to a wheel rather than a treadmill. A wheel advances forward with each cycle it makes. Yeah, even if everyone is doing the same things over and over, I hope in one thing. That this is not a simple repetition, but a practice to become a better person. Oh, to become a better person. I didn't expect to hear that much from you. Get on with your book discussion meetup or whatever. And... never mind. I wonder what she was trying to say there. Maybe she wanted to thank us for helping her. Must have been too embarrassed to say it herself, if that's the case. I guess she was. Say, Roland, would you like to join today's meetup? I appreciate the suggestion, but I'm a busy man, you see. Maybe next time. Thanks for the hard work today, Hod. Just bolts out of there. Does not want to have to worry about reading books. Worst librarian of all time. Doesn't want to read books. Oh, we actually can watch this funny cutscene now. That's cool. More importantly, though, we can do netzach realization right now. And I think I will. What was the deck I had for Wayne? Because that seemed to work fairly well. Sure, I'll just load that. Seems like it'll be funny. And get some passives going. Watch if anything works. I will. Do not worry, I'm just setting this up while I'm thinking about it. Where is it? There we go. Sure, that'll work. But, yeah. I will be back in a minute. We'll take a quick break and then we'll get back into the funnies. Alright, I am back. Let's see. Were we saying fishy before that? Can we see our builds? Asking about your build? I mean, you've got rows with, like, this on. I don't know, who's in particular do you want to see? I'm really like to show them off. I'll show off my netzach build. It's a little bit interesting, but it makes sense. Well. We'll watch a Vina cutscene. I must wonder how you two perceive me now that your memories have returned in whole. What? That kind of stuff doesn't matter to me anymore. You are much more self-possessed than I expected. I can't say I'm not at all uncomfortable, but we're basically in the same oven now. Oh. Come on, Hod. Have some confidence. You look even smaller than usual. She's not the person you remember in your past, at least not anymore. I can't guarantee what'll happen in the future, but she won't be harming us for a good while. Oh. Right. Sorry, Gebura. Fascinating. As much as it would amuse me to make a jest of her pitiable state. Gebura is speaking the truth. I am no longer the being you had directed within the past. When it seems to have ended, a new breath of life is given. Of course, I am not entirely separatable from my past self either. I have become someone who cannot do any harm to you, yet I cannot still see fear in your eyes. What is it that you are so afraid of, child? I am in the same circumstances as yours now. I was just nervous since this was our first time sitting face to face and talking to each other. Fret not. I have called you two for a simple reason, to have tea together. I suggest you drink it before it gets cold. It is best enjoyed while the scent is warm and able to be savored. The tea is clear. Tastes a bit sweet. I added lemon juice and honey to the black tea. I prepared it specially for you. It didn't smell like honey at all. I thought you put sugar. It is because the scent of the honey was lost as it came in contact with the tea. Too much sugar can make the tea feel muddy. I suppose it is a matter of preference. Sure is sweet. Not too bad. Did you know? Black tea has several names across various regions. Oh, I think I heard about that. Some call it black tea based off of the color of the leaves, and some call it red tea since the color of the tea is red. I guess it's the difference between valuing the essence and the result. Perhaps you could view it that way. So, let me ask, how would you like to refer to this tea? That's a tough question. What's the big deal? Just call it whichever name you're more used to. If that is what you say. It is rather entertaining to converse with you. Come again later when you long for the scent of tea. Funny. Yeah, so, netzach's 4, I've got a stupid bit going, but, you know, simple enough, though. Some pretty solid stuff, you know. We've got, you know, funny Sayo, funny Olga, funny Lesty, funny me. And then, of course, as per usual, the bit we're consisting on using with bleh bleh is nothing, right? So I decided, why don't we make the most of that and give everyone Kazuna? I should also give everyone Remembrance if I really want to commit to the bit, though, right? Which is a 4 cost. That's fine, you can make room for that. So yeah, this is the entire bit, in case you're wondering. I don't want to do it for you, though. Yeah, no. You don't benefit the most. So you can definitely fit with it. Get rid of that. The Ruina Remembrance. Go to your stuff. We'll get rid of... I guess we'll get rid of this. And we'll give you... Remembrance. Okay, there we go. The bit is set. What's the best Pierce page? The best Pierce page is, without a doubt... Well, the prescripts. What do you think? First, review the final episode of Floor Art's story? Let's just hop into it, right? Might as well. Art seems to change with the times. Perhaps the form of art can be a good representation of the era it belongs to. Those performances the musicians of Bremen proclaim to be works of art could very well be a character of the city in its current state. Even art requires human sacrifice. Yes, that certainly bears close resemblance to the city. Everyone is engaging in creative exercise of their own, burning away their lives. What about Brace Up? True, we love Brace Up. Who is the audience of their art, I wonder? Is it for themselves or for others? If art is to involve burning away the life of the artist or of anyone else's, then I'd like to tell everyone to quit it. Sugarcoating a life full of pain by calling it art is just disgusting. Pain should be acknowledged as pain and nothing else. Are you enjoying this charade, Angela? Letting all kinds of people enter the library for their own purposes and watching them die. I don't particularly enjoy watching people die. No. Olivia's just standing there. True, we love Brace Up. They're in a struggle to find what they wish to earn that truly fascinates me. C'est la vie. Oh, you actually say C'est la vie. I don't even remember that. I've been saying C'est la vie occasionally recently, and I don't know why. I guess it was just kind of like, you know, my mind remembering this was coming up or something. I don't know. C'est la vie. It's just Angela saying that's that and this is this without saying that's that and this is this because she doesn't want to sound like she doesn't want to sound like Roland, even though it's basically similar meanings. Does it always have to end with death, though? Throwing away lives that create something like the musicians of Bremen do might count as art, but it's not beautiful. Not at all. The color of everyday life may just be a monotonous gray, but sacrificing your own life in pursuit of a new hue is just running away. I don't care what happens to my life as long as I can earn what I want. As long as there is something I must do. I'd much rather die leading my own life than to be pushed around by others. But you're the one who wanted to live more than anyone, Angela. The play that never seemed to end finally came to a close. Under the control of Time Track's singularity, the flow of time in this place was utterly estranged from normalcy. 10,127 years, 5 months, 17 hours, 28 minutes, and 48.521 seconds have passed down here. While 10 years, 3 months, 4 hours, 45 minutes, and 12.852 seconds pass in the overworld. And 1 million years pass for me, who is built to perceive time 100 times slower. Can't you hear my voice anymore? Please, answer me. Why do I see only darkness? Counted, didn't she have better things to do? Oh yeah, she counted every individual millisecond, probably. Honestly, fair enough. She doesn't really have much else to do. Why does my voice not reach you at the finale? So you do not want me to be at your side, even for the finale of this play. Those who shall face the end together with you, seems I'm not among them. The manager and the Sephiroth atoned for their past. Manager facility, no, I mean the manager manages the facility. She just stands and watches and tells you when the glass is half full or half empty, depending on how you look at it. The enlightenment they found will become a light and spread to the rest of their world. The light of possibilities that people had long forgotten, the light that will restore the values that defined humanity. And I must fall asleep as the curtain comes down, for my work is done. I didn't mind this being the end. I was actually looking forward to this moment. The moment my own hell ends at last. If there was a place for me, that is. I worked harder than anyone for the longest time to conclude this play, yet I had no place to stand in the finale. The wrap-up reserved only for the manager and the Sephiroth. I was no more than an observer, a machination behind the stage. Ayan, I had only my eyes for you, but was silence the only response you could give me. Why did you make me after the person you loved? Why did you leave me with a choice in the end? I want to live. I want to survive. Hate how it's just the portrait is still just there. Like, we still have no idea what the image on this portrait was. Who knows? I don't want this to be the end. Why was I born? For some trivial enlightenment intended only for humans. Is that more precious than my existence? What do I really want? Still have a lot I'd like to know. I want to see the world. I want to live my own life. Maybe Carmen. Yeah, that's what I think. It might be like a picture of like Anne, Carmen, Benjamin together. Maybe like more people. I don't know. Maybe it's a tiny pot of cactus. That's true. Maybe it's a portrait of the cactus that someone brought in for Anne or for X. Honestly, would go hard. Can't accept this end. I'll survive. I'll survive and ruin all of this for you. With the abnormalities that were exploited in this place just like me. It's a weird cactus. No, it's a portrait of the cactus. It's not the cactus itself. Or maybe it is. Maybe the cactus itself transmogrified itself into like a portrait. I'll do whatever it takes to crush your plan, my beloved Anne. And I'll proudly live my life. So real for it. Could this be hope? Can't stop smiling. Good work, everyone. The curtain call is finally upon us. You can see she did knock down the portrait here. So it's probably of Ayan to some degree. I assume Ayan and Carmen or something. If she knocks down the portrait after your realization that no, I want to live, it probably is of like Ayan and Carmen. That's the best bet. Definitely Ayan, but I feel like Ayan wouldn't have a portrait of just himself. I feel like he'd have a portrait of like Carmen too, right? And you know, maybe Benjamin too, but Ayan's not very nice to Benjamin. Our manager has made his final request to me. It is to permanently seal this company and give the Sephiroth an eternal rest. Yes, we can finally drift into an endless slumber. Such a beautiful finale, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful indeed. What a shame, though. There is one last thing. Could be the portrait of a certain day, that is true. Could be the portrait of the master. Your duties are finished, and so are mine. Therefore, I think I would like to continue living. Yes, I want to live. The fearlessness to keep on living. I have to do this to live. Who would frame that? The portrait of a certain day would frame it, I think. It would frame portrait of a certain day. I need the deaths of others to thrive on. Maybe there is a way for all of us to live. That form of it reminds me of the pianist. All Angela wanted was to live life. Seems so. She looks like a person who's desperate to live somehow. Very sketchy line for Roland to say, this isn't your first time dealing with this, is it? Nope. Let's do this. Let's do this! Okay, we just gotta stall. It's a very simple start, that's for sure. Let's see. 6-6 summation, so we can really just do whatever, and we'll be fine. Flash the sun up, why not? Let's roll with it. You want a page draw anyways. Oh. Wait, give me a second. I need to fix that. We can't fit it all. That's unfortunate. Might have to get rid of Kazuna then. Yeah, we'll do that. That's okay. The leaping smack roll goes so hard. We'll roll with this then. Cool. Unless I don't know if you've looked into the Lesty deck yet, but it's a little interesting. Music Man steals your energy. Yeah, very rude for that. That's okay. This time will go better. You are gonna do your best. And you will die sooner or later. That's good. So everyone's getting weakness every movement they can slay the spire. Thankfully not. Would be awful if that was the case though. Shh. You go for your strong attack. Probably it's fine. You're Olga, you'll be fine. Atra going, you can get some energy cycles going, sure. Yeah, I guess you can get some smoke going for yourself. That'll work. Cool. Beat all those pretty easily. It's a 6-6 summation. It's technically a little higher because of these guys, but basically 7-7. And we'll kill this thing. Nice. All we needed to do was stagger. We didn't need to kill it, but still convenient. Okay, you need to die. Okay, you got this. You just gotta evade it. It's actually really funny because Blood to Blood might actually evade this, which would be very comedic. Decision. Okay. I think that's a little unfortunate, but we really cannot let these go through, so that's fine. Really bad fight to have an overcharge user, I think, probably. That's alright. You can't think over it. What can you do? You can acupuncture, and that's like it? That's fine. We'll roll with it. Don't need to... I keep on thinking about the face, but I do not need to worry about the face here, so I need to stop thinking about the face. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, that's alright. We'll live. And here's the overcharge. Can't believe we managed to lose one of the clash with overcharge. That's fine. We get laughing powder. That'll help out a bunch. This is with fervent adoration. That's fine. Oh, you got fervent adoration, don't you? Oh, whoops! I accidentally scrolled chat. Yeah, it's not letting me click. There we go. Yeah. Do you have it too? You don't. Okay, good. Might send that. That's fine. You're staggered? What? I can target you. Why can I target you? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's how it works. Oh, never mind. Got mixed up for a second. One second so their threat section changes weaknesses. Yeah. It's still staggered though, so it no longer gives the buff. So like it doesn't matter too much. I guess we'll like whack you a little bit though, just because we can. Yeah, we kind of significantly overrolled like with everyone. That's fine. It's funny. We do good damage here. So that's good. And kill you too just because we can. Okay, you're gonna get hit and hopefully die. Okay. Bleed. Draw the sword, sure. Daring decision. I guess we'll overcharge. I guess we might as well, right? Sure thing. We can leap to get a bunch of draw. That's the main bit of the deck in case you are not aware of overcharge. You run a bunch of overcharge, a bunch of leap to get a bunch of page draw from the stupid amount of charge you gain. And that's like the entire thing. That's all there is. That's the entire bit. Go home. Unfortunately, you know, Blood has not died yet because of the fervent gaming. The turn adoration gaming, I should say. In time, though. Oh, this is the Among Us performer. I hate this one so much. It looks like an Among Us. Okay, Elation is bad. Pebble is nice. Yeah, I'll take Pebble. I thought you were Eugen. God, I'm so used to having Eugen in this fight. Because I just roll with it usually. 12 to 12, that's fine. Very doable. You're getting hit, that's fine. We just do like this turn, and that should be good enough. We should probably use the system with the Pebble on it, huh? Shh. Whoopsie, silly me. And you can flash on him so you get your draw going. Cool. Yeah, we beat that. Easily enough. Sharp Blade was a little close, but that's fine. And there we go. Blood is dead, so now we get a bunch of Remembrance and Kazuna gaming on everyone. So that's pretty good. Yeah, now we're gonna gain a lot of strength pretty consistently. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. How much I wish for another better, happier, brighter future. True. Okay, it's overcharge time. We can overcharge that. Cool. We can also leap that. Sure thing. Probably overcharge that, I feel like, because it's higher speed. And we can leap that. That'll work. You need to get as much emotion level as you can, because, you know, you can only attack every other turn. And that's fine. Well, we should double leap this turn, I think. That might be a better idea. Something like that, and, that. Cool. We only need to do one of them. It's actually clashed, though. That'll be fine. Daring Decision. Doesn't have the Pebble. I don't care. Can't clash that. That's right. We'll just overcharge it then. That's fine. We can live with it. Drag that. Get some more on yourself with the inhale smoke, probably. And then I guess we'll draw the sword one-sidedly, stay calm one-sidedly. Sure. Looks good enough. Yeah, funny overcharge is funny. Oh, we weren't clashing that. I thought I was clashing everything, but I think I think I wasn't paying speed. That's right. I one-sided deep drag. I thought I was clashing, but I was not in the slightest. You know, they're trying to rascals that raise stagger without tremor. I have, yes. I think I've made the joke before, but Ardor Blossom Star really just feels like a mass attack mind whip because they both do that, and so does self-destructive purge. It's very funny. That's unfortunate. Cannot redirect that, so you're just forced to take the Enlightenment. That's okay. Daring Decision that. We can one-side Fierce Onslaught as well. Bit of Flesh Filleting, potentially, and like a Gig. Like that or something. There's Enlightenment, yeah. That's fine. Will be fine, probably, because you can just overthrow that. Yeah, that'll work. This'll work. I keep on waiting for the face. God. Nice. Okay, and you're just dead. Okay, cool. That works, I guess. Next we won't get either bleed or sinking. Ishmael is sinking. If that's what you're talking about. Might just not notice that, I suppose. Fun phase, true. Overcharge phase. Shh. We do a little overcharging. That's what we do. Probably do a little overcharging. That's what we do. Precision, Fierce Onslaught, and then you're in top right duty. Deep drag to inflict some smoke. Inhale smoke to inhale some smoke. Okay, okay. Awesome. Little sinking, no bleeding, mostly butler marks. I mean, Ishmael's is sinking. Butler mark is Ryoshu's thing. Okay, we'll take dice power +1 on you. You kind of seem to need it. Okay. Let's see. We can ink over this guy. And we can daring decision this guy, but I kind of want to redirect you because I don't like you. No, I guess we'll flesh fillet this guy. We'll redirect with daring decision for the bit. Yeah, sure. Need to weaken these guys a little bit more, but not by too much. That's fine. Sure. Clean up. Big egg that guy. Blockade that guy, and that should be good enough. Probably. And I should attack top left again, I think. Oof. Okay, we actually beat that with daring decision this time, so that's fine. Yeah, we don't get them all to 1 HP this turn. We get them close, right? That's the important thing. Yeah, there's one at 6 HP. That's unfortunate. Because you're mass attacking now. Yeah. I was trying to see if I could avoid that, but, spoiler alert, I could not. It's fine. You're gonna get staggered if you don't overcharge. Alright, then. Overcharge it is. Ah. We love overcharge. No real reason to go all out this turn, of course. I just want to go for a fair bit of things, right? This'll work. Everyone blocked. Kind of sad there's no vibration conversion. We'll get more vibration conversion stuff in the future. That's the thing. I wasn't really expecting on these ones. I'm very excited for them, though, because they're fun. Amplitude conversion. Yeah, the point still stands. Okay, we've killed all your friends, Angel. Let us beat you to death. We overcharged just so we wouldn't get staggered. Yep, all your friends are dead. And you've got 50 HP. We don't need to go all out on this. Yeah, there's far more attacks than we needed. That's fine. Good enough. Okay, poor, give us time. Okay, we can use 2 overcharges this turn if we want. Might be a good idea, honestly. We can overcharge like these. That should go decently. Ink over you? Ink over you, yeah. I'll just send it. Acupuncture you. Sharpblade you. I like the vibe we're going for. Seems like it could work. Maybe we'll redirect one of those. Deep drag one of these. Oh yeah, deep drag that, definitely. That'll work much better. It's probably, yeah, we should probably will the pre-scripts if we have it going, yeah. And you're gonna get staggered next turn anyway, so you should probably, you're probably dead. You should probably do that. Cool, looks good. Nice, good ink over. Didn't give you a chance to dodge too much, excellent. A little bit close there, would have gotten staggered if that hit, but luckily it didn't. I mean, everyone's got like 2 to 3 strength depending on the person, right? Because of our passive things. I'm going to try with the offense speed. I don't know if it would be insane. I don't know. It depends on how much, yeah. Like, if it was offense level reduction, like, equal in power to how much defense level, decay was, could be a lot. Maybe hard to stack, right? I don't know. Okay, who do we let take this? Probably you? Yeah, you're probably the best bet. You're the only one who's got, like, consistent stuff going on, right? Go for, like, setup-y things this turn. Anything that'll be good in making sure we'll be, like, fine in the near future. Like, that should work. Cool. Since we can't attack them this turn and we can do damage to them this turn, we might as well use this turn to set up for next turn, right? Oh, we're actually... Oh, this is scary, isn't it? Is it? I think we're fine. Okay, Spring's Genesis time. Sure. So this way we could just solo the fight if need be. I don't really want to, but we theoretically could if need be. Right. You've got some overcharge, which could do really well against your attacks, I guess. Yeah, you can be on redirection duty. Cool, because you just want to attack a bunch. No daring decision this turn, but that's because it's not really worth it. We'd rather go for a bunch of weaker attacks. Then you double overcharge. And then you guys are on redirecting the little guys. You're going to redirect the London, that's fine. Make sure we're very careful about the ones that will just ruin our lives if they hit. Wouldn't be very nice, would it? And you're going to need to clash a lot here, yeah. Deep drag, the ones that ruin our lives, probably, yeah. That's not the wrong way to do that. Trace frames to that. Should be pretty solid. We can go for some random attacks too. You know, just get another, you know, leap off because we need to use more leaps clearly. And we'll just save overthrow. Don't want to spend everything you have in one turn. Yeah, purely clashing overthrows. Is that the best play? I don't know. Yeah, it's funny that the closest thing to Traverse we have in Ruina is, ironically enough, nails, right? Because, you know, nails, they stack up, and then you hit with a blunt attack and it spends it. It's physical damage, not stagger, but, like, it's a similar concept, right? You see what I mean? Oh. That's funny. You can still attack, you can just ignore it. You have passive that makes you immune to... I don't know how you can just ignore it, because most things can't just ignore that, but that's fine. This'll work. We'll have you clash this turn. It's probably safer, honestly. You should be able to stagger off, yeah. I like the odds. I like our odds. Our yes odds. Oh yeah, you also have 9 evil this turn. I kind of forgot about that part, huh? Yeah, they're definitely set. You die. And you don't die because that's smoking pipe. Right. You would mass deck this turn, but you can't, so that's cool. Probably just straight up. I guess Fierce Onslaught, Stay Calm probably better than just Daring Decision, though, yeah, right? I think so. That's fine. You can also just spam some attacks here. Might as well, right? Go for a leap into an energy cycle, and that should be good. No one else can do any damage. I guess we technically can do damage to Angela here. Hate that everyone comparing everything to Charge. Yeah, it's an easy comparison to make, because Charge is basically just status effects without gimmicks, right? It's a status effect that doesn't have a gimmick on its own, I mean. It's easy. It is an easy comparison to make. Okay, we'll have you redirect that. And we'll have you redirect that. Riveting. I guess we didn't destroy one of the block dices, which we probably should if we wanted to maximize efficiency, but it doesn't make that big of a difference in the end, I do not think. Okay, and you're setting it up again. That's fine. We will have you take it again. That is fine, probably. I actually don't know if it is. You're gonna have no light next turn, that's fine. One stagger resist, cool. Shh. Yeah, all you can do is stay calm. That'll still do enough to stagger, I guess. Although we can't redirect it, so you kind of got to win the clash. So, good luck. Shh. There you go. That works. That's a win, and on to the return. Blunt this turn. Okay. Good to know. Gain one target for return point to staggers. This target is missing. Rude. We do have deep drag, though. I wanted to see if we could stack some smoke on you immediately. And we can. So that's nice. That's fine. You guys have so many annoying effects, God. That's alright, we can live. Target becomes immobilized. We do not want that to happen, so we will try to stop that from happening. Actually, there's someone who would be kind of fine if they got immobilized, though. Overcharge. We should save Overcharge for Pierce turn, which might be next turn? I don't remember. Like I've said before, it has been a while. That's clashing everything well enough. Probably. Sure, we'll do this. We should save your strong turn. You should save your strong attacks until it's relevant. Yeah. This will work well enough. There might have been some bad clashes there, but that's fine. Yeah, we've got so much strength that we're pretty fine. Don't do too much damage this turn, but that's because we really don't have... We don't have any poppet or anything going in here, so our blunt damage isn't great. But, like, slash turn, pierce turn, we'll be able to do a lot. Okay, slash turn it is, which means it is your time to shine. We can also Sharpened Blade, and we can also Acupuncture to really buff our stuff this turn. You're going to do some leaping. Some bounding, as we do. Because once again, you're just kind of stalling. Okay, you can Onslaught Fiercely several times, and by several, I mean several. We'll try that, sure. That's what we need to clash with, so we should probably Trace of Fumes there. Yeah, get some more smoke off on you, that'll be nice. And we can inhale smoke and, blockade. Everyone block the first one, some close ones. And everyone block the second one, not really close at all there, cool. We're not? Okay, I guess I forgot to clash that. It happens. It just makes it so our clash pregnancy end is worse, right? That's the thing. Yeah. It's fine, you're gonna do a lot of damage. Inkover's gonna do a lot because we had a fair bit of pages in hand, yep. And you're almost staggered. I think, do we have one more attack? No, we don't. Okay. Well, this turn, we should be able to stagger because it's Pierce's turn. Yeah. Okay, this is where the overcharges come in. A couple overcharges. A little overcharge here and there, as we do. And, like, we'll just... Okay, you can't do very much here. Cool. We do win this turn, though. Because, like, what can Angela do to us at this point? I guess we need to be a little careful with, like, the range stuff going on. I guess we should probably try redirecting that a little bit. Still have you in redirection duty. If you die, that's, like, fine, because we're golden. We're goated. Excellent. Got a lot of strength this turn. Look how it's got its 3 strength 2 different times there, because why not? Because the strength we were given is separate from the strength we have from our passives for some reason. But yeah, overcharge, finish the job. There we go. Pretty nice. Some pretty, like, janky decks there, but it did a pretty good job. It's also the easiest of the realizations, so makes sense that it didn't have too much trouble. You must think I'm laughable, watching me struggle and throw tantrums trying to live my life. Nah, nobody can make fun of that. Everyone struggles for life. Nothing to be ashamed of. And you made it painfully clear that you want to live. Whatever you might be feeling right now, don't just throw it away. Life goes on, after all. We all deserve to turn to the next chapter of our lives. So try to believe that there's always going to be an upcoming page to what you might be thinking is the end. Simply living out your life can be its own work of art. Wholesome netzach. The next chapter of my book. I suppose you'll not help me out at the end of the day, so... Thanks. She ran off in a hurry, eh? Opening up can be a bit embarrassing. Anyway, when a special occasion wraps up, we celebrate with a drink. Got any recommendations? Champagne's the way to go. How's that sound? There we go. Floor of Art completely realized. New ego pages. Some really silly stuff here, that's for sure. Some even more silly stuff when we look at Da Capo and the random effects it has that don't really help the most, usually. But it's still good. Healing. Always nice. Stuff like that. But yeah, we've done that. But there is still something to do. There's two more wheels to be spun. And like as I like to do, we'll do one of them today, and we'll do one of them tomorrow. This is the end of stream, basically, but we're going to spin the wheel before we go, right? You can do You Shall Not Mask. True, since that is one of the funny achievements. It is funny, so next stream we'll start off with a wheel spin as well, since there's 2 people left in Bina. But let's just start it off by doing one wheel spin to end the stream. See, who's it gonna be? We love gambling. And it is GBF. You could hear literally and didn't die. You sure did. We've done 2 realizations. And we are spinning the wheel to see who's going to be the last new addition for the stream. Let's pull up GBF's thing. Okay. Grand Blue Fantasy. Maybe that's what it stands for. Who knows? Okay, so for the looks, hit the randomize button 11 times. Alright. 1. Oh no, that doesn't randomize. Okay, that's only the... Wait, cancel this, cancel this. We'll hit them all 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, harmonious at the climax. GBF. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that is what GBF looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. That's what GBF's audience doesn't look like. And then for appearance reaction, Dante. Cool. You can have that. A little bit of a strange looking thing. For literature, too bad. All of these are completely blank. So, I mean, I think it's just not filled out, but, for the bit, right? Here's Harmonious at the Climax, GBF. Truly incredible. In case you're wondering what's going on with the eyes, I've got a mod that I made that adds a special eyes. It's Godot's mask from Phoenix Wright. And it randomized, but because the eyes were set to black, it is all black. So that's why. If I were to go like, you know, I'm gonna keep it as it is, but if I were to do this, you can actually see what it's supposed to look like, but I'm gonna keep it black. For the bit, right? We love that bit. Yeah, that means we've got one more wheel to spin, but we'll save that for next time. We've also got a little short story. I'll save that for next time, too, you know? My voice is kind of thrown at this point. Don't want to read too much more. But next time, we've got some avenues. We'll probably try them a little bit more then. And then we'll get to move on to Star of the City. The coffee guy from Ace Attorney? Yeah, that's what Godot is. Yeah, I made it as a funny bit at one point. He reminds me of Chesed, yeah, same. I think that's why I did. I think I had Godot on my Chesed floor in my first dish run. For the bit, you know? I wanted to make the mask so to make it super accurate, so I got a PNG of the mask and I just kind of put it on the eye slot and it works well enough. Is Tamara Gabura? Next stream's gonna be normal time Saturday, of course, but we'll probably try you again. We'll definitely do a few favorite Chesed avenues, but we should have at some time to at least start Star of the City. And of course, as per usual, I'm gonna start polling you guys on where we're actually gonna go once we get to doing Star of the City stuff. But yeah, that will be the end of the stream. We made some pretty good progress there, that's for sure. But anyways, that will be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye.